It's basketball time. PRTC TV, streaming live, worldwide, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Here we go. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Hello and welcome to PRTC TV's coverage of the second annual Richie Farmer Showcase from Clay County High School. Our entire PRTC TV broadcast crew is here, including our camera operators TJ Isaacs and Justin Lakes. Also Hunter Carroll alongside for in-game commentary and also stats and some color. We have Mark Solfridge, our longtime producer, here with us. My name's Brian Murray, ready to bring you some play-by-play and color commentating, and a brand new member of our broadcast crew is Country Earl Owens, joining the broadcast crew this year, and excited to have Earl, get you some of those mints.
Take care of the producer.
Yes, absolutely. We've got to take care of the producer. Now, Earl, it's great to have you. You and I go back a long ways and got into radio around the same time, and always said we wanted to work together, and we had to wait till we got in our 50s to pull it off, but it happened, right?
Yeah, a few years went by before we had that opportunity, but you're right, it did come back, and here we are sitting side by side and enjoying a ride together. So hopefully we'll have an opportunity to work many more games together down the road. And
well, when this is our first time this year with having three commentators, and I'm not talking about simple potatoes, not commentators.
Right.
But with having three commentators on the air at the same time, so I'm over here trying to make sure that I know that you're on mic 3 and I'm on mic 1 and Hunter Carroll's on mic 2. So, we're excited to bring it to you. We've already had an earlier broadcast today that you can catch on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel that brought you the results of the opening game, which was Barberville over David School of Floyd County, and then the second broadcast that we just got, second game we just broadcast was Middlesboro and Buckhorn, and so you can catch us on those on both Facebook and on YouTube. Second annual Richie Farmer Showcase from Clay County High School. We got two more games to bring you here on this second broadcast of the day, and the next game is going to be Harlan County against Lincoln County, and then at 5 o'clock today, we'll be bringing you the Clay County and Mercer County game. Earl, you talked about it a little bit earlier today, that what a unique situation that we have with the whole Harlan County, Mike Jones, Michael Jones, Kyle Jones, Clay County, Harlan County history. It is a very interesting story in that Mike Jones, Sr., was able to start everything here in Clay County as a star player, and now his son here has come full circle after playing for his dad. It is quite an intricate web of things that have happened with the Jones family, Harlan County, and Clay County.
Yep, you're right. It is very interesting, and we in the media, we love those kind of funny stats, and that is one of the all-time great stats from the Jones family, as Mike became a Hall of Famer, basketball player at Clay County High School, then head Tiger coach, coached both sons at Harlan Independent, was the first coach of Harlan County. His son Michael, the second coach of Harlan County. His son Kyle, the third coach of Harlan County. And his son Michael, now the head coach of Clay County. And, you know, when Mike and Swan make the trip over, as they did today, they're sitting over there. They'll cheer on Kyle for this one. They'll cheer on Michael for the next one. And I guess it's just a ball of nerves whenever they go head-to-head, and it's happened. They have went head-to-head.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Mr. William Sexton.
Well, we are hearing that we don't have anybody at the scorer's table with some jersey numbers and names as far as for Lincoln County, so this may be interesting.
Well, I'm going to go with
KHSAA.
We're just going to roll with it that way, and if it's wrong, it's wrong, and you know.
And the Black Bears of Harlan County.
So we are about to get underway with game number 3, scheduled to tip at 3:30, and that's exactly what time it is. So they're keeping things on track.
We want to keep things moving fast. These games come out and go a little bit quicker than a normal game at least.
Harlan County in the white and black, and Lincoln County in the red and blue, and ball knocked away. Harlan County's going to turn it over here in the early going. Harlan County 25-9 last year, tied for the best record in the 13th region with South Laurel. In transition, Lincoln County can't get it to go. Here comes the Black Bears the other way. Penetration in the paint, no good by Reggie Cottrell, but going to be able to draw the foul and go to the free throw line.
You know, you talk about Reggie there, and what an incredible story he has. He was a young man that actually blew off one of his fingers with fireworks, and they rallied around him. And Cottrell's come back to make a sensational basketball player for his Black Bear team. I'm trying to hurry and get our Lincoln County numbers together, Brian. I apologize. Jeff Jackson, head coach, and Jeff, a long lineage of a high school coach, one time down at University Heights, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's been with
several teams.
I think this is his 23rd year coaching Lincoln County. Over 400 wins. Three-pointer on the way is too strong by Lincoln County, and Black Bears with the rebound, and they're in a hurry heading the other way.
Cottrell, nice look at the bucket. Let him fall.
Lincoln County on the move the other way. Nice spin move, and the shot is going to be good, they're saying. I believe they are. Number 21, that's Sawyer Robbins with the bucket and draws the foul.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've made a mistake.
Okay.
21 Cash Baird and 14.
Cash Baird.
Yeah.
21 is Cash Baird, okay.
I was trying to write and think and talk and chew my gum at the same time.
And that's really difficult.
It's not working for me today at all.
So Cash Baird with the bucket. Can't get the free throw to go. And now it's 2-1. Patriots over the Black Bears.
I think everything else here is correct on Lincoln County. So
nice move down there by Landon Brock. First field goal of the game for Harlan County, and they pull ahead 3-2. Played almost 2 minutes here in this first quarter. Final tune-up scrimmage for some of these teams. Here's a three that's good. And I believe that was number 3.
Lane Sargent.
Lane Sargent for the Patriots. First three-pointer of the game for either team. And now 5-3 Patriots. Cottrell with the three-pointer. I'll say his name about 3 different ways.
That's okay. We do that.
I guess it depends on what side of the creek you're from. How do you say it? Cottrell? Cottrell.
Yep.
Cottrell. I'm going to think of it like a cot you lay on. Cottrell. Here's a 3, top of the key. That one's too strong. Cottrell had the rebound for a moment, lost the handle on it, but his teammate picked him up. Here's a fadeaway 3, no good by Trent Cole.
Harlan County certainly doing their norm as far as firing those shots up. They like to run and shoot the ball.
That three-pointer off the mark from the right side, and both teams really liking to get the ball up and down the floor. Another 3 in the air. That one's good. By number 0. That's Caden Jones. Ball knocked away, and it will stay with the Patriots. Harlan County on top 6-5 here in the early going. Penetration and nice feed. Tried the continuation play and fouled as he went up. And Lincoln County's number 14 will go to the line. And that is Sawyer Robbins. Actually, no free throws, are they saying? He's signaling he should be shooting.
And I think he's going to win the battle cry.
Yeah, I think that may have been the original intent, as it certainly looked like he was going up to the basket. And Robbins will get 2. First one is good. First point of the afternoon for Sawyer Robbins.
Oh, you know, eye in for the second one here. Airborne, and it's up and good. Tied at 6. Or Lincoln County up 7-6. They go back up 1. Harlan County a chance to answer here.
I did not know the story about the firework thing with Cottrell. Number 14 for Harlan County, that's Trent Cole. He nails the 3, second 3 of the game for the Black Bears. That one rattles in.
I think that was Lane Sargent with the big bucket.
Number 3 for 3, second 3 of the game for Sargent. Tell you what, you look down and the shots are in the air.
Yeah, it's gone. I mean, we're already back down the floor.
That one's too strong from the baseline. Cottrell. (10-9) Patriots by 1. Catch and shoot 3 is good. Number 30 for Harlan County is Hayden Grace. Third 3 of the first quarter for the Black Bears, and they pull ahead by 2, 12-10.
That time, I think Lincoln County just thought the shot was going to fall. Everyone started back down the floor, and Cottrell, the only man there, to pick up the rebound.
And one of the fundamentals you've seen kind of fade away, at least in a lot of aspects of high school basketball, is the crashing of the boards when your teammate shoots.
That and a smooth pick, setting a screen for someone.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a lot of the fundamentals that are still successful today.
They are. They are.
And teams get away from them.
Occasionally you'll see some really well-disciplined teams that will set 5-6 screens per offensive possession trying to get that guy loose. But the offensive screen has become a little bit of a thing of the past. Cottrell only 1 of 4 from the line, missed a pair there. Good ball fake. And we're going to have a foul, looks like on number 30 for Harlan County. Going to go against Hayden Grace. (12-10) Black Bears by 2. We're about 3/4 through the first quarter. There's a 3, it's good.
Yeah.
And that number 3 again?
Yes,
I believe it is.
Lincoln County will retake the lead by 1. It's been kind of a seesaw battle.
Lane Sargent wears number 3. He's got 3 threes in the first quarter.
That time caught Harlan County napping a bit, Brian. Lincoln County will get the steal.
Well, these teams are not shy from beyond the arc by no means. As we've already had 6 3-pointers made by both teams in the first 7 minutes. 3 threes for each team. Traveling called on the Patriots.
1 point lead for the Patriots, and $1:13 left here in the first quarter of play.
Kyle Jones beginning his 4th season leading the Black Bears. Took over for his brother Michael Jones, who is now coaching here at Clay County. Michael Jones at Harlan County for 8 seasons from 2014 to 2022. Here's a long 3. That one's too strong.
Brought the school's first 13th region championship.
Yes. There's the 3 that's good from the right wing. And is that Patel?
Yep.
Ansh Patel for Lincoln County. His first points. And it's raining 3s in Manchester. Caden Jones with his second 3 of the game. 16-15, Lincoln by 1. We're down to 15 seconds left here in the first quarter. Jump pass in the paint. Patel wants 3 more. That one partially blocked, but the rebound back up and in.
Robbins.
Sawyer Robbins with his first field goal.
Oh!
Did he make it?
He made it.
Who was that? 0?
Might have been Jones.
So
Threw
Harlan,
a Hail Mary, and it's going to count. That was Jones.
Yep, his third 3 of the quarter. So you talk about high energy and wild at the end of 1 with 3s raining all over the place. Lincoln County and Harlan County tied at 18 here on PRTC TV. It's happening right now at Kimber Home Furnishings, our Black Friday sale. Kimber has a store full of the best-selling brands at super sale prices. Plus, take your pick of 2 incredible Kimber offers, up to an extra $2,000 off everything you buy, or up to 5 full years interest-free. Look for tons of Kimber's Black Friday doorbusters, too. Kimber makes it home.
So, what do we watch?
I got this. The leg lamp Clark gets lit and Violet changes shape. Elf on 24 hours straight.
Oh, so we sing now.
For Christmas. All I watch for Christmas on TBS.
Harlan County with 5 3-pointers in that first quarter. Lincoln County with 4, 9 threes made by these 2 teams combined. Tied at 18 as we start the second quarter.
Turnover by the Patriots to begin here.
Traveling violation. PRTC TV with the 2nd annual Richie Farmer Showcase from Clay County High School, Bobby Keith Gymnasium, and Donnie Gray Court. Cottrell. Here's a corner 3 on the way. It's no good. Harlan County with the offensive glass, though. Harlan County graduated an incredible player last year in Maddox Huff, 4th in the state in scoring at over 29 per game.
He could shoot, that's for sure.
Well, they're kind of carrying on his tradition of 3-pointers. He made 151 last year. That was top in the state. Cottrell with the shot up, no good. Cottrell. Am I saying that right?
Cottrell.
Cottrell. Daggone it. Cottrell.
Listen, I have...
1 syllable. Cottrell.
When you get the names in your mind...
I know.
You know how it is.
I do.
You'll say it that same way that you think it should be said.
Yeah. Cottrell.
Cottrell.
Daggone it. Sorry to the Cottrell family. Gets them both to go. Cottrell now 3 of 6 from the line. Missed 3 of his first 4. Black Bears graduated 3 seniors from last year's team. 3 of their top 4 scorers, too.
This will be a team. Oh, good-looking shot there, a little fadeaway.
Is that Robbins?
That's Cash Baird.
Cash Baird.
Yeah, number 21.
Second bucket for Cash.
But I guarantee you one thing. All the scoring that they graduated last year, when it gets time for March, this team will be ready.
Yes. J.C. Carter averaged over 10 points a game. Cottrell with the 3, won't fall. Lincoln County with the rebound. Also, Brody Napier averaged over 8 per game. Graduated all 3 of those. Third leading scorer, junior Trenton Cole, back this year at over 9 points per game. Knocked down 53 pointers.
Miss on the inside there by Robbins, and Harlan County opposite direction. Cole began playing for Harlan City School, or Harlan Independent as it were.
Is that right?
And transferred over to Harlan County.
Yeah, Huff, 151 threes, 29.4 points per game, 4th in the state in scoring, tops in three-pointers in the state, shot 85% from the line, and pulled down 8 rebounds. That's something.
That is something. Now, that kid was incredible.
Landon Brock shooting 2, can't get either one of them to go. 20-20. Under 6 to go here in the first half. Penetration, kick to the corner. Fadeaway 3 is no good. Harlan County's Cole with the rebound. Off the glass, nice move. Couldn't get it to fall, and now we're going to have a jump ball. Black Bears of Harlan County have won the 52nd District Tournament 10 times since opening the school in 2008-2009. 4 in a row from 2015 to 2018. And the last 3 in a row from 2023 until 2025. 13th region tournament, they won it twice in 2017 and 2024. In 24, led by UK's Trent Noah. Foul on Lincoln County. So 2024, they advanced to the state championship game before losing to former UK Wildcat, current Ole Miss Rebel Travis Perry and Lyon County, 67-58. Harlan County also made it to the 13th region final in 2013 and 2020.
That run with Noah, his senior year, was just simply incredible. What Harlan County was able to do in the Sweet 16, they came from behind a couple of games there throughout the tournament and come one eyelash of winning the whole ball of wax.
Got a foul over the back, I believe, on Harlan County on the rebound attempt. Yeah, you get Travis Perry from Lyon County on one side and Trent Noah from Harlan County on the other side. You've got a storybook championship game.
Absolutely. And why in the world that Perry left UK is beyond me.
Same here. I have no clue. Here's a 3. Good.
Tell you what Lincoln County does. They move that basketball beautifully.
That was Cash Barrett, I believe, on the 3. He's got 7. 23-21. Speaking of Lincoln County Patriots, finished 18-13 last year. They play in an unusual 16 district in the 45th.
Mm-hmm.
Corner 3 is in the air. That one's good. Number 0 for Harlan County. Caden Jones with his 4th 3 of the game. He leads all scorers with 12.
The old 3 ball from the corner pocket.
And turnover by Lincoln County in the backcourt. 45th district of the 12th region has Danville, Garrett County, Bull County, always a tough out. Danville Christian, another tough out. And the Kentucky School for the Deaf. Longtime coach Jeff Jackson, who's been coaching the Patriots since the 2003-2004 season. 23rd year this year for him. One of the winningest active coaches in the state. 435 career wins against 254 losses, for a total of 689 games coached.
Cottrell, the putback for Harlan County after the miss out on the wing.
First field goal for Cottrell. See, it didn't take me long.
No, you got it.
Mark was the one that got me. He said 1 syllable. So that I've locked it in now.
That's producer's job.
That's exactly right.
He's the boss.
26-23, Harlan County by 3 over Lincoln County. Timeout on the floor. We're back with more straight ahead. Stay with PRTC TV.
This broadcast is brought to you by PRTC, Advent Health of Manchester, Appalachian Wireless, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Jackson Energy, Kemper Home Furnishings, Pepsi of Corbin, and Sand Gap Sports Cards.
Hey, grab me one too.
Lincoln County on the attack out of the timeout. They trail Harlan County by 3, 26-23. 3:35 left here in the second quarter on PRTC TV. Here's a three, right elbow. That one's too strong. Up high for the rebound are the Black Bears. Number 30 pulling it down. Hayden Grace. Cross-court pass, good ball movement. Left-hand three is no good. Off the hand of Grace. Patriots quickly into front court. Nice drive, and I believe Cottrell might have got a piece of that one.
He did indeed, and Harlan County opposite direction.
And Grace on the drive going to be fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. They're going to say goaltending, I believe is the call. So give that bucket to Hayden Grace. He's got 5. Harlan County with their biggest lead now at 5, 28-23. Been a seesaw battle thus far.
Another long bomb.
That one's good. Is that Patel?
That was. Another big three.
Ansh Patel with his second three. He's got 6.
I think Harlan County had forgotten it was their basketball. Had to run back down and get it.
Lincoln County only had one senior graduate last year, Brandon Fugit, who was their second leading scorer. They returned their top scorer, now junior Cash Baird, who had over 14 per game last year, and now senior Sawyer Robbins, that 3 off the mark. Robbins was 3rd on the team last year with 11 per game. Baird also led the team in long-range accuracy, sinking 53 threes at 37%. Both Baird and Robbins led the Patriots from the line at 75%. Cottrell with the steal. Robbins, the leading rebounder last year at 6 per game for the Patriots. We got a foul. What I found interesting in district and region play, the Patriots have won 12 45th district titles, including 5 in a row from 2019 to 2023. They won 9 of 10 from 2014 to 2023, a decade of dominance. They also won the 12th region in 2007, 2008, 2019, and most recently in 2022, which was their best season in school history. They finished 31-8 in 2022. Their only 30-win season. Went to the state semifinal game, losing in a thriller double overtime to eventual state champs GRC in double OT 54-51. That was just 3 years ago in 2022. Shot off the glass, nice move there by number 30, Hayden Grace. Give him 7. Playing some good basketball is number 30.
State championship to their credit in football, Brian.
How long ago was that?
Back in the 80s.
Number 14 for Lincoln County with the bucket. That's Sawyer Robbins. He's got 6. 30-28. Harlan County by 2. We're under a minute here in the first half. Good ball fake. Number 0 got his man in the air. 5th 3 of the game for Caden Jones. He leads all scorers with 15.
And along came Jones.
33-28. Only the second time these two teams have played each other that I could find on record. Only other meeting was January 5th of 2013 when Lincoln County defeated Harlan County 60-54 on a neutral floor at Lexington Catholic. 12 years ago. or thereabouts.
Good thing coming up, I think that is one of the things that KHSAA is really going to be working on. Brian Milam is going to spearhead that.
Yes.
Digging in deeper to records and regular season records that's going to be posted.
Cottrell loses the handle on it, has it knocked away, and at the half of a dandy first half of basketball, Harlan County with the 5-point lead over the Patriots of Lincoln County, 33-28. Stay tuned. We've got Hunter at the half and getting you ready for the start of the second half. Coming up next, the Richie Farmer Showcase rolls on next on PRTC TV.
If you like sports cards and memorabilia, you'll love Sand Gap Sports Cards in Enville. Can't make it to the store? No problem. Brian and Joey bring the region's best deals straight to you with their weekly Facebook Live shows. With over 30 years of collecting experience, every sale is packed with fun, excitement, and fan favorite finds. Follow Sand Gap Sports Cards on Facebook and get in the game.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And PRTC's reliable internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Super fast download and upload speeds up to 1 gig. And GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact PRTC and level up to game-changing internet and whole home Wi-Fi today.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready to give the gift of connection this Christmas? The kind that keeps you close no matter the distance? Well, at Appalachian Wireless, it's time to tech the halls, and we're slaying some amazing deals. Do you want a phone, tablet, and a smartwatch? Well, who doesn't? The good news is we've got a promotion just for that. So what are you waiting for? These incredible deals are only as good as supplies last. So visit us in one of our many retail or authorized dealer locations, or visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Hunt Brothers Pizza has been proudly serving communities across America for over 30 years. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 10,000 locations inside a convenience store near you. Choose from Hunt Brothers Pizza's original crust or thin crust, then customize your pizza with any of our 10 toppings to choose from at no extra charge. With that many options, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza. Call ahead and order yours today.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
Was a blue coat.
It has been an entertaining first half of basketball. Harlan County with the 5-point lead over a great team from Lincoln County, 33-28. This is game number 3 of the second annual Richie Farmer Showcase from Clay County High School here on PRTC TV. Still got another game for you after this one is over. It will be the Mercer County Titans playing the home team, the Clay County Tigers, so we are looking forward to that one as well. Let's get a rundown on our first half stats, and for that, we will go to Hunter Carroll. Time for Hunter at the half.
We'll start with Harlan County's individual, Brian. You had number 0, Caden Jones with 12 points. Number 1, Reggie Cockrell with 8 points. Number 30, Hayden Grace with 7. Number 4, Landon Brock with 3, and then number 14, Trenton Cole with 3 points and 5 rebounds as well. If you flip over to the Lincoln County side, you had number 11, Bryson McAdoo with 6 points. Number 3, Lane Sargent with 6 points. Number 14, Sawyer Robinson with 6 points, and then they were led by number 21, Cash Viard with 10 points. If you jump into the team stats, Brian, Harlan was 4 of 6 for 67% from 2. Compared to Lincoln County's 4 of 9 for 44% from 2. Lincoln County did shoot 6 of 13 for 46% from 3, compared to Harlan County's 7 of 16 for 44% from 3. Harlan County was 4 of 8 at the free throw line for 50%, compared to Lincoln County's 2 of 3 for 67%. I had Lincoln County with 11 team rebounds, compared to Harlan County's 15. I had Harlan County with 3 team turnovers, compared to Lincoln County's 3 team turnovers.
Well, you have two teams there with 3 turnovers apiece. Both of them shot the three-pointer pretty well. They kind of got a little colder there in that second quarter. Only had 2 threes for each team there in the second period. Caden Jones had a total of 5 of them. I had him with 15. But Harlan County had 5 threes in the first quarter, and Lincoln County with 4 threes in that first quarter. But you got 2 well-coached teams here, Hunter, and 2 teams that really know how to get up and down the floor. Harlan County 2 years ago with Trent Noah leaving, and then last year with Maddox Huff leaving, 2 once-in-a-generation type players, but they just keep reloading and doing well. But you can tell that these Lincoln County boys can play too.
100%. And, too, it's kind of like you said, Brian, kind of slowed down there after that first quarter. Harlan County actually shot 10 threes in that first quarter, made 5 of them, and then, only shot 6 in the second. So I thought Lincoln County did a good job of that, in-game adjustment, kind of running them off the three-point line a little better. There's not a lot of games that we've called that I can remember that, there were 29 threes taken between both teams in the first half. Like you said, very upbeat, very fast-paced. Both these teams obviously wanting to get out and run, playing a lot of man-to-man defense, and then kind of switching up things as well. But just overall, a very good game. And, Lincoln County coming here on the road, knowing that, not going to get any calls or anything like that. You're an out-of-region team, and, they've never kind of complained or anything like that. Just kept their head down and kept chipping away.
And Earl, when you get a game like this one with the veteran coach for Lincoln County in Jeff Jackson, and then you get Kyle Jones, who may not have quite as much experience as far as at the helm, but you got to add some years of experience to him, not only because of his brother Michael that's here at Clay County now, but also their father, Mike Jones Sr., that was such a legendary coach in all the places he's been, from Harlan Independent to Clay County to Harlan County, even Jackson County. You see these well-coached teams like this, and you can see the difference in the product on the floor.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. When you see guys that know how to come in and discipline a team, first off, but there's a lot more to it other than discipline a team. You got to love them too. And the coaches that can do that, they can give you self-discipline and put a little love on the back of your shoulders too. And they are great at preparing. They know, and it's like they can sniff out what's going to happen that very next game.
And it seems too, kind of add to that, Earl, too. A lot of times, when these kids realizes, their coach loves them, wants them to succeed and things like that, it translations on the court. They play a lot harder. I think we all can agree. You all have been doing this a lot longer than I have, but we've seen teams that, players didn't really love their coach or anything like that, and kind of transition on the court. But you can tell right now with both these games, both these teams love their coaches and want to please them.
Yeah, you're right, Hunter. I'll agree with that 100%. And, there's a fine line that you have to know when you design you set out discipline. But these coaches do things opposite the ball court with their kids. They're over their homes eating. They're doing things, taking trips together. I've had several coaches over the years tell me the reason that they do these long holiday tournaments in Florida, Las Vegas, California, wherever it may be from Eastern Kentucky, is it gives the coaching staff and all the kids a chance to bond together without all the outside noise, if you will. It's them. They're 1,000 miles away from home. It gives them a chance to really become one unit.
I want to say a big thank you to our sponsors of this year's broadcast. We already have a total of 8 sponsors this year that have really made an investment not only in our PRTC TV coverage, but also in the student athletes of the district and region teams that we're going to be covering. We're going to be featuring teams not only from the 13th region, but also from the 14th, and some from the 12th, some from the 15th, and going to be covering nearly 50 regular season games, not including all the tournaments we'll be covering, including the All-A, as well as the district tournament in the 49th and the 13th region tournament. So a big thank you to Advent Health of Manchester, Appalachian Wireless, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Jackson Energy, Kemper Home Furnishings, Pepsi of Corbin, Sangap Sports Cards, and PRTC. Don't forget, The regular season gets underway 1 week from this coming Monday on December the 1st. Mark, do you remember who we've got that first game on December the 1st? Lee County? Okay, at Lee County. Yeah. I had a copy of it. Me and Earl, neither one can find our copy.
Our first game that we're going to cover the regular season is December 1st, Owsley County versus Lee County.
Okay.
Ooh, that's always a big battle.
Owsley and Lee.
Yep.
Okay.
Is it at Lee?
That's a district opener. I believe that's the 56th district. Does that sound right? Yeah.
Owsley and Lynn Camp?
I thought you said Owsley and Lee.
I might have. Owsley and Lynn Camp.
Okay, Owsley and Lynn Camp. Okay, yeah.
At Owsley.
At Owsley. And then Lee and Jackson City on the 2nd.
Okay. Let me take a screenshot of that, Brother Mark. Well, I don't know. You can send it to me in a text right quick.
Shot up quick there by Lincoln County. Teams play dead even there in the first quarter, 18 apiece, and then Harlan County outscored them 15-10 in the second quarter. So Owsley County and Lynn Camp at Owsley County on December the 1st. Free throw is up and good. That is number 14, I believe, for Lincoln County. Sawyer Robbins. He's a perfect 3 of 3 from the line.
You didn't even jinx him.
I didn't either, and the ball was in the air, too.
I think I'm going to go and play Powerball tonight after that.
8 points for Sawyer Robbins. Cottrell. Did it again. Got it right. Across the timeline. Gives it for Cole. It's kind of like, Cornet and Cornet.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
It feels interchangeable.
Arnett.
Yeah.
Napier, Napper.
Now, I don't know about Napier. That just – but I know what you're saying. That is the translation.
Depends on which county you're from.
Yeah.
In eastern Kentucky.
That's right. They even shortened Barberville to Barville.
That's right.
So Harlan County playing a little bit more methodical here in this first minute or so of the third quarter. Fade away, tough shot. Won't fall for Cottrell, but he's going to go to the line. Reggie had 5 points in that first half. Hunter had Jones with 12. I had him with 15. But he knocking down some threes, Jones was. Cottrell missed 3 of his first 4 free throws, but made 2 in a row. But the broadcaster jinx still exists.
Yeah, it could make the front end of that one there.
3 of 7 from the line for Cottrell. And the second one is good. 6 points for number 1. 34-30. Black Bears by 4. Here's Patel for a 3. That one's rattling out.
I would have bet the farm that one was going down.
Looked good off the hand.
Yeah, it did.
Harlan County won 25 games last year. Them and South Laurel were neck and neck. Had the same number of wins and losses. And RPI is very close too. Nice move there by number 4 for Harlan County Brock, but can't get it to fall. Patriots heading the other way. Long 3, top of the key is too strong. Nice box out there by Brock.
Well, the first couple of minutes, neither team has set the world on fire offensively here in the third quarter.
We don't have a field goal. We played over 2 minutes. Lincoln County seemed like they're still wanting to kind of push the tempo, but Harlan County seemed like they want to kind of slow things down. Another 3. That one's no good. Cottrell penetrates. Nice dish. Shot won't fall. Back up and in, though. Number 21 for, is that number 21 for Harlan County?
Yes.
Tucker Curtis. His first points. On the other side, the other number 21, Cash Baird, can't get it to fall. And that'll go back to the Black Bears. Oh, here's a good one for you, Earl. And I won't be able to know for sure if you're wrong or right because I can't remember. The mascots of the 3 schools that were consolidated to make Harlan County.
Well, you had the Kaywood Trojans.
Okay.
The Everett's Wildcats.
Okay.
And the Cumberland Redskins / Indians.
I would not have gotten that at all.
Yep.
Shot was blocked on the other end nicely by Lincoln County on Landon Brock's attempt.
Back in your and my days in high school, you had the Trojanettes, Tigerettes. Remember when the girls' teams used the Ets?
Oh, yes,
a lot
I do.
of them?
I do. Now, who were the Trojans?
Kaywood.
Kaywood.
Yeah.
Jumpers good by Lincoln County's number 14. That's Sawyer Robbins. First field goal for them here in the third quarter. He's got 4 in the period and 10 now for the game. Becomes the first Patriot in double figures. 36-32. Bears over the Pats. Cottrell inbounds to number 14, Trent Cole. Approaching the midway point here in the third. Very evenly matched game between these 2 teams. You know, you talk about, well, we got a break. We'll talk about it when we come back. 4 minutes exactly left here in the third. Black Bears by 4 over the Patriots here on PRTC TV.
It's happening right now at Kimber Home Furnishings, our Black Friday sale. Kimber has a store full of the best-selling brands at super sale prices. Plus, take your pick of 2 incredible Kimber offers, up to an extra $2,000 off everything you buy, or up to 5 full years interest-free. Look for tons of Kimber's Black Friday doorbusters too. Kimber makes it home.
Hey, I'm Dan. I ruined my son's professional gaming career. He was big into Fort Blocks when he turned 31 and moved back here.
He's building up. Boom, get him.
He was in some sort of retirement when I was out back, so I put it in the fire pit.
Boom, got him, a dead one. 14 plus. What? No! I'm tired of this.
It was just a fire pit.
Yeah,
36-32, Harlan County over Lincoln County. Exactly the midway point here in the third quarter on PRTC TV. Third game of 4 scheduled here at the second annual Richie Farmer Saturday Scrimmage Showcase.
And now you have Lincoln County coming out, Brian. A little man-to-man here, double teaming, trapping.
Stepping up the defense. Harlan County moving the ball well. Cottrell is going to be fouled as he makes his move.
Well, that's another play that you talk about transcending shot clock coming from the NBA college to high school. What about the play continuation in college this year? You know,
Yes.
they're starting that more and giving an opportunity to count buckets.
Number 14, speaking of buckets for Harlan County, that is Trent Cole, his second 3 of the game. He's got 6, and what's the call?
We may have
a technical?
Technical? I thought so.
I saw Cottrell kind of shove one of the Lincoln County players, and I don't know what started that, but
Mike Hunter's got an update for us.
you must have saw something we didn't see.
I think, obviously, it's been a little chippy the whole game, but I think number 14, Sawyer Robbins for Lincoln, got number 21, Tucker Curtis, like hit him kind of above the chin, I think is what they kind of called there.
Okay.
So they're giving the ball back over to Harlan County.
So they inbound to Cottrell.
And now going to have a offensive foul on Cottrell. So it's going to be call for both teams. And now Lincoln County will get the ball back, trailing by 7.
Well, that may have been just one of those balancing type calls to just let them know, hey, we're watching. Even things up a bit. Cottrell on the drive. Had it knocked away, able to get the shot up, but couldn't get it to fall. And now we're going to have a foul. And now things getting chippy between Harlan County's number 21. Now we've got a technical called on Cash Baird, I believe. He's pleading his case with his coach. You know, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, anymore as much as who started it, as much as
who retaliated.
Who does it in front of the official.
The guy who retaliates more often than not will get the call against him.
Yeah, because usually the retaliation is going to have more flair than the initial, you know. Trent Cole makes both of the technical free throws for Harlan County, and now they up to their biggest lead of the night, or of the evening, 9, 41-32. You were talking about that you're just not a huge proponent of the shot clock. What do you think about the rule that the KHSAA is going to put into place where if you play over 20% of your team's games in a particular season and you transfer, you miss the rest of that season and the next?
You know, who's going to keep track with that? That's what I want to know. Who was going to sit there and say, okay, Brian Murray only played 20%.
Right.
And he's going to go play for Hunter Carroll's team in Eastern Iowa. So, oh, no, I've got Brian playing 18.2%. He's eligible.
Number 14 heating up, Trent Cole, second 3 of the quarter, third of the game, and he's got 11.
First off, if I'm a coach and I want Brian Murray on my team, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that he doesn't play 20%. But then if I'm his existing coach and I don't want him to transfer, I'm going to say, he played 29.2%, guys.
Right.
I mean, it's just.
Well, let me rephrase it. I understand number 14 is just wanting to go off right now. Trent Cole, somebody get him the ball. He's got 11 in the quarter, 14 for the game. They're up by 15, 47-32. Another timeout on the floor. 2:15 left in the third. Here on PRTC TV.
TNT Sports. College basketball gets even bigger. Big time mindset, big time vibes. For them big time moments, I make big time shots. Big time jam. Everywhere we go, you know we go big. College basketball all season long on TNT and True TV. We go big.
Hey, grab me one too.
After the play got chippy there, Harlan County has got hot. More specifically, Trent Cole has got hot. He's got 11 of his 14 here in the third, and the Bears up by 15 over the Patriots of Lincoln County, 47-32 here on PRTC TV. We were talking transferring before the break, and but let me ask you this: so nice feed down low, shot is up and in. That is number 14 for Lincoln County, Sawyer Robbins. He's got 6 in the quarter and 12 for the game. But do you like the statement it makes? Do you like maybe there's no perfect plan, okay? I know the stats Justin Lakes was pointing out will help us track, who's played and who hasn't. Scorebooks if you want to prove the evidence. But do you like the statement it makes to say we're not going to let you play for a different school all 4 years of your high school career?
I think that you don't need to play for 4 different schools, but here's my take on it. This is Earl's opinion, and good Lord knows I'm no expert on anything, but I think you should have free will one time to transfer, and that's it. Now, would they be instances to where you could say, okay, you played your freshman year here, you left here, you went to sophomore, and then you went back your junior year to here. Now, if that's because a mother and father had a legitimate claim to a move of address for employment or whatever, you can't knock a child. But I think in high school basketball, you should have one free transfer, and that's it, unless it's medical or family matters or, like a new job opportunity or something. And you can pretty much figure that out. I mean, you don't have to fight it and appeal it and get into a circuit judge's hands to make a decision there. Level-headed human beings can figure out, okay, here's Mr. and Miss Smith moving here, and neither one of them are employed. Why did they move here?
Right.
You can figure that out. But I think you should have one free year of transfer range. Can a coach leave a team after a season and not be punished for coaching a different team next year?
That's an interesting thought.
They can. There isn't a sit-out rule for a coach. I think a child should have one time.
And then if you try to do it a second time, unless there is an extenuating circumstance,
yes,
medical or something like that, you can only do it one time, but you can do it the one time at your leisure.
Yeah, I think that would end a lot of the investigative work and the prolonged answers in cases that have been done. I mean, let's face it. Every school has different kids come every year. Every school does.
I'm so glad that number 11 scored, so I can say his name.
Say it.
Bryson McAdoo. I love it. It reminds me of the old Bob McAdoo that played in the NBA in like the 70s or 80s, or both.
I remember Mr. McAdoo, big-time Laker. He was on my favorite team, the Sixers, for maybe a season or two late in his career.
You remember the strange shooting motion of Jamal Wilkes?
Yes, I do.
With the Lakers. Bring it behind his head, wrap it around. I'm also hoping number 5 scores for Lincoln County, too, because I want to say that name.
Well, here, you got to come back with the number 11. He just got whistled for a foul.
Okay. Foul's on McAdoo.
There you go.
But I hear what you're saying. Give them one chance. Give them one chance to transfer. But if they do transfer, do you still enforce the rule that they have never enforced, that there has to be a legitimate reason, there has to be an actual residence, because they've always said it has to be, or do you just wipe that clear for that one transfer?
Wipe it clear.
Okay.
I don't care if you live in a camper at the campground for 1 year.
Yeah.
You can wipe it clear. But then if you move again, I think you need to say, okay, let's sit down and let's go over everything. We're going to investigate this with a fine-tooth comb.
Mm-hmm.
But
so we've got number 4, Landon Brock, going to the line. Struggled there in this game and continues to. Only 1 of 5 now for his 3 points. 33 seconds left here in the third quarter, a quarter that has belonged to the Black Bears. Got that one to go. 4 points for number 4. 50-36 Bears. Lincoln County may hold for the final shot of the quarter, although there is a sense of urgency for them down 14. But I think they would take a quality bucket here to close out the quarter to get some momentum heading into the fourth and final period. Preseason scrimmage for these two teams, two very quality programs. Turnaround is up and tough shot, won't fall, but does draw the foul and will go to the line. That's number 3 for Lincoln County, Lane Sargent, who had 3 threes in the first quarter, has been quiet since then for his 9 points. First trip to the charity stripe. Rolls off.
I was going to mention this point, too. Lincoln County is a little bit more fatigued at this stage of the ball game. Coach
Agreed.
Jackson has not substituted as much as Coach Jones has for Harlan County.
Yes.
And you can tell it out there right now.
They're a half a step slower.
Yeah. And when you're a half step slower, things like that happen.
Yep.
Those little bump fouls where your man's going to beat you.
Actually, I think they said Cottrell was on the
end line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There was a little bump there, it looked like, but not a whole lot. But they said he stepped on the end line. Here's a three from the corner. That one's good. And that was McAdoo as well. So they did get their bucket they were looking for to give them some momentum heading to the fourth quarter. Cuts the lead down to 10. Black Bears 50, Patriots 40 here on PRTC TV.
Got a passion for sports cards? So do Brian and Joey at Sand Gap Sports Cards in Anvil. With over 30 years of collecting experience, they know how to score you the best deals. Catch their weekly Facebook Live shows for great cards, awesome memorabilia, and tons of fun. Check out their page for store hours and get in the game at Sand Gap Sports Cards.
Whoa, looks like somebody just upgraded to PRTC. With internet speeds this fast, you'll need the rush of pure fiber power. Streaming? Smooth. Gaming? Instant. Video calls? Crystal clear. That's the strength of PRTC's 100% fiber network. No slowdowns, no lag, just pure unstoppable speed. Contact PRTC to sign up for or upgrade your current speed today. And get ready to live life in the fast lane.
Harlan County outscores Lincoln County 17-12 there in the third period and has a 10-point lead as we start the final 8 minutes. Harlan County 50, Lincoln County 40 here on PRTC TV. You're watching the second annual Richie Farmer Showcase. Each team is allowed 2 preseason scrimmage tune-ups before the regular season gets underway a week from Monday on December the 1st. Trent Cole, a big part of the action there in that third quarter. He had 11 of his team's 17. And Robbins with 6 of Lincoln County's 12. Harlan County with the ball to open up the final 8 minutes.
Big possession right here for Harlan County.
Three-pointer no good from the wing by number 0 for the Black Bears. Hayden Jones.
And now Lincoln County is going to have some free throws.
Well, I think they've called an offensive foul.
Well, they did call the charge.
Yep,
you are
they sure
correct.
did.
Patel is going to be whistled for the charge. I thought the official was first going to say foul on Harlan County.
Yeah, it wasn't a very emphatic call. Splitting defenders, nice floater, won't fall. Cottrell with the rebound, can't get it to fall, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Reggie, back to the Patriots. Harlan County picking up full court man-to-man. Little contact out top, no call. Nice move. Shot is up, no good, but draws the foul. Does Sawyer Robbins. Sawyer's got 12. He's a perfect 4 of 4 from the line. And I know that could jinx him. I know it could.
But you got to do your duty.
I have to say it. Well, if I say it after, I'm late to the game.
Absolutely.
You know?
And it didn't.
It didn't affect him.
No.
He took care of it, took care of business. Lincoln County 6 of 7 here in the second half from the free throw line, make it 7 of 8. And backcourt foul called on Lincoln County. Number 11.
Yeah, honestly, we're
Nice.
talking rules and everything.
Wait a minute. Foul's on McAdoo. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, great.
Talking rules.
I don't like that foul call.
Okay.
I think if a kid has his hand straight up and you bump into him or you collide and you hit the deck, I don't think that should be a foul.
Incidental contact.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I agree. And I'm not a big fan of the little nickel and dime hand check fouls.
No.
I've never been.
No, I'm not either. But you and I grew up at a time to where if there wasn't a blood, there wasn't a foul call.
Right. Yeah, there had to be an injury of some kind, at least a slight one. Three-pointer short.
The hardest thing I ever done
was holding her and loving you.
Yes. She wasn't to blame. No, the hardest thing I ever done was transitioning to different regions the way they call ball games.
Yes, I agree completely.
When you're used to having things called your way, and especially when you're a young broadcaster, you homer every call, and that's just part of life. You do that.
Heck of a feed right there from Cottrell to Grace. Grace has got 9.
And every official from every region is not out to get you. It's the way they call and the style they use.
Yeah. And it's also officiating almost by osmosis, or it just becomes a trend. And sometimes you will even see it in the districts.
You're right.
It's less in the districts, more in the region, because the same officials are calling the entire region. But you look at the 13th, the 12th, the 14th, the 15th, you'll find a difference in the officiating in all those regions.
Yes, absolutely. And players have to adjust.
Yes.
And I've had officials tell me before, here's the way we're calling it. This is the way we do. Tell your bunch.
Yes.
I mean, they've actually told me that.
I mean, in an ideal situation, shot is blocked. Good job on the block. I think that was Patel. Shot is missed on the other end. A wide open look. Here comes Cottrell.
A little fatigue again for Lincoln County.
Yeah.
Oh, got away with a double dribble. Nope.
Yeah, and he didn't get away with it. It was just a late call. It looked strange. I think the officials were trying to go, what happened?
But no, it's difference of officials in the way they call a game, and you got to adjust. And it's like that in college. I think the only league that's really not that way is the NBA.
Yes. More of a standard.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I mean, you go to different regions, different conferences, and you're going to get different philosophies and different ways of calling ball games, whether it's football, basketball, baseball, whatever the case may be. I mean,
I was a baseball umpire for several years after high school and during my college years, and our overseeing region official was a guy named Vaughn Hatcher.
I remember Vaughn well.
Great guy. And floater up, rolling in by number 14, Trent Cole. He's got 13 and a half, 16 for the game to now lead the Black Bears. But I would always, when I would umpire a baseball game, I would go to the coaches and the captains before the game, and I said, listen, if you are looking for a postage stamp strike zone, you're not going to get it from me. Jumper no good there by Lincoln County. Rebound to Cottrell. Off a foot out of bounds back to Harlan County. But I would tell them, I said, listen, guys, armpits to ankles. You tell your team to get up there and swing. I'm not going to have a 6-hour baseball game and we're going home at midnight tonight.
Yeah.
I don't mind if an official, if they set the tone, at the beginning of an event. But I do believe there has to be something done about these nickel and dime fouls affecting the flow of a basketball game.
Yes, I agree 100%.
Nice move with the left hand there by number 4, Landon Brock. And he's got 6, and we've got a timeout on the floor. 3:32 left. Harlan County trying to put this one away. 56-42 over Lincoln County here on PRTC TV.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, and it's time to tech the halls with Appalachian Wireless, starting today through December 31st. Get amazing holiday deals on the latest smartphones, 5G devices, accessories, and more. And that's not all. Christmas Cash is back. Every purchase or upgrade gets you entered in to win $500 in weekly cash. And one lucky winner, you'll take home the grand prize of $1,500. Celebrate big savings, gifts, and maybe even a big check. Visit us online or in one of our many retail locations, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
Hunt Brothers Pizza has been proudly serving communities across America for over 30 years. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 10,000 locations inside a convenience store near you. Choose from Hunt Brothers Pizza's original crust or thin crust, then customize your pizza with any of our 10 toppings to choose from at no extra charge. With that many options, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza. Call ahead and order yours today.
Lincoln County Patriots, no field goals here in this fourth quarter in nearly 5 minutes of action. Find themselves down by 14 and 3 on the way. Shot may have been affected by Cottrell of Harlan County. We got a foul on Lincoln County as Harlan County got the rebound, but Lincoln County, you mentioned, kind of getting a little winded. They've only got 2 free throws in 5 minutes of action, Earl, in this fourth quarter. Harlan County only with 6 points, so that's the only reason that the Patriots still have a chance here, but they're running out of time. Foul call.
We'll have another foul called there, yep.
And Cottrell on the ground, looking like he may have been a little shaken up.
Might be a Charlie horse.
Well, that would be the early indication. Yeah, I believe it is. And you're going to see that sometimes in the early part of the season as they're getting used to this pace of play.
Right.
Tell you what, though, those are some painful situations.
Oh.
Sonny Gabbard used to get them in both legs at the same time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine that.
That never happened to me, not both legs at the same time.
I've had some pretty rough ones.
I don't know where that all came from, but I don't appreciate Charlie or his horse.
I don't either. He got right on out of town.
Absolutely. Or old Arthur with the arthritis.
You're right.
And we got a foul called on Lincoln County. You can actually feel that the wind has left the sail of the Patriots here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they've all but just kind of shown up right now. But again, I'll go back and I'll beat that dead horse, and I'll just say fatigue. I mean, you can tell Lincoln County really ran out of gas there in that third quarter, and Harlan County has been able to kind of turn on the afterburners, and Coach Jones able to get a couple more substitutions in than what Jeff Jackson has been able to do at Lincoln County. First free throw is going to be up and good by Cole that time for Harlan County.
And really his play, Trent Cole's in the third quarter with 11, has really been a dagger for the Black Bears. 18 points for Cole. Floater up, no good by Baird. Baird's had a frustrating night, only 7 points, hasn't scored here in the second half.
But again, going back to Lincoln County, you have to ask how many of these kids play football.
I know, good point.
And they had a decent run within the playoffs. Lincoln did a couple of ball games, so they've not had a chance to really get inside the gym and start to work on basketball.
Yeah, and you know, they always say hope springs eternal in baseball, and that, you know, it's a brand new year, brand new team, brand new set of possibilities. Same thing for basketball. When you're having conversations about basketball pre-Thanksgiving, like we are here, even the best pundits and prognosticators are not going to be able to come up with a plan that's going to hold any weight.
No.
Things are going to change, you know?
Absolutely.
So,
well, I guarantee you every team that has participated today will not be the same team that you see come January, February.
That's right.
They will not be. And even into March Madness. You know, you want to come out. It's nice to get a little good look out of the starting gate.
Yes.
But there's never been a 100% well-oiled machine out of the starting gate. I don't care who you are. Go ask the Kentucky Wildcats. Sitting there with some All-Americans, and they're 4-2 and got embarrassed by Michigan, stayed on the road, and
Boy, Izzo had his way with us, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I mean, anything he wanted to do. But, you know, I still believe that this UK team is a team that can win the national championship. And that's thinking with the brain, not the heart. I think they have every ingredient that they need, providing they're healthy, to have a shot at number 9. I really do. Now, if that comes to pass or not would be a different story. But, you know, I mean, you got to look at that roster and you see that the injuries that have occurred, you got Quaidance that ain't even played a minute yet, you know.
And Lowe, it's played very little.
Those 2 kids alone could propel any team in America.
Sure.
If they're 100%.
Well, and you know, it doesn't, you know, the old adage, you know, it doesn't matter who's playing the best ball. It matters who's playing the best ball at the right time.
There you go.
You know, 6 of 6 from the line for Trent Cole. He's got 20. Make it 21, rather. 21. Leading all scorers.
A near steal that time.
Harlan County by 18 as Lincoln County's run out of room to make something happen.
And they finally get a bucket.
Number 4 for Lincoln County. Tucker Foster, first points of the night. I've got him 4. And we do have a timeout. Was that a 30-second or a full timeout? Regardless, we're taking a break. Harlan County in the driver's seat here on PRTC TV.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
The Black Bears putting the finishing touches on this one, up by 16 with 1:23 left in the game. Of course, this is preseason, not going to account for Hill of Beans, but it's an early look at 2 really good teams. Our second team from the 52nd district today, 5-second called on Harlan County. Number 13 who had just checked in, Trey Creech. We had Middlesboro earlier today, and Harlan County. Here's a 3. That one's no good. Fight for the rebound, and we got I thought they was going to call a foul, but
I did too.
Just out of bounds off of Lincoln, they're going to say. The officials might have kind of checked out on this one too.
Yeah. Well, under a minute, so I could see that.
Yes. (60-44). Harlan County 25 wins last year. Tied for tops in the region. Lincoln County loses it. Black Bears pick it up. Step back 3, number 15 is in and out.
Caden Hensley took the shot.
So kind of would be a good Clay County name. Hayden Hensley.
A lot of Hensleys.
Floater up, no good. We're down to 8 seconds. Long pass ahead, deflected out of bounds.
Lincoln County should have the final shot here. And the final shots could be free throws.
That was a nice little spin move in the paint there by Tucker Foster.
Nice looking shot, rattling that one in. If there was a shooter's roll, Foster indeed had it that time.
Second one good as well. So all 4 of his points here in this fourth quarter, and that's going to wrap it up. Final score, Harlan County Black Bears 60, and the Lincoln County Patriots 46. Stay tuned. We'll come back with a quick look at the numbers, also our PRTC TV player of the game, and get you ready for the final game of the night between the Clay County Tigers and the Mercer County Titans. It's on the way next on PRTC TV.
It's happening right now at Kimber Home Furnishings, our Black Friday sale. Kimber has a store full of the best-selling brands at super sale prices. Plus, take your pick of 2 incredible Kimber offers, up to an extra $2,000 off everything you buy, or up to 5 full years interest-free. Look for tons of Kimber's Black Friday doorbusters, too. Kimber makes it home.
50,000 people die every day. Mondays on TNT.
BP's crashing. Charged.
Clear. Let's go save some lives. The Emmy winner for Best Drama.
Tier 1 trauma now. Stay with us.
The Pit. Mondays, back to back, starting at 9 on TNT.
Hey, grab me one too.
If you like sports cards and memorabilia, you'll love Sand Gap Sports Cards in Annville. Can't make it to the store? No problem. Brian and Joey bring the region's best deals straight to you with their weekly Facebook Live shows. With over 30 years of collecting experience, every sale is packed with fun, excitement, and fan favorite finds. Follow Sand Gap Sports Cards on Facebook and get in the game.
Hey, it's Kristen, and at Appalachian Wireless, we love Christmas because we give the gift of savings and connection. Are you not sure what to give? Well, give them something that helps them stay connected and capture those moments that matter the most. Family is where you're valued and appreciated. And this Christmas at Appalachian Wireless, we value you. So come home, check the halls, and get connected with Appalachian Wireless. Visit us today in one of our many retail locations or find out more about the Tech the Halls promotion at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Hunt Brothers Pizza has been proudly serving communities across America for over 30 years. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 10,000 locations inside a convenience store near you. Choose from Hunt Brothers Pizza's original crust or thin crust, then customize your pizza with any of our 10 toppings to choose from at no extra charge. With that many options, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza. Call ahead and order yours today.
And welcome back to PRTC TV here at Clay County High School. It is the third game of the second annual Richie Farmer Showcase here at Clay County High School. A final score as Harlan County with the win over Lincoln County. And with us is our PRTC TV player of the game, Trent Cole, number 14, 20 points and 6 rebounds. And Trent, is this your all's first scrimmage of the year or second?
It's first.
First one? So
Yep.
first time getting a chance to get on the floor with your teammates. How did you feel like you guys looked tonight overall? I thought the energy was great. What was your thoughts about the game?
I just feel like everybody that got to get in the game contributed immediately. I mean, everybody was making shots. You got everybody doing different things. And if we are doing that, we're going to be a really tough team to beat. And obviously, I mean, you see it when you watch us. We're guarding you full court. We're running down the court shooting a million threes. I mean, that's how you beat some teams with us because we're undersized. So, like a team like us has to do those things to be able to compete, and I feel like we do really good at that.
Coaching, working under Coach Kyle Jones, and such a legacy in the Jones name that's always been a Jones coaching Harlan County since the start of the school. Kyle, a younger coach in his, I think, 4th season coaching the Black Bears. What's it been like to play under Coach Jones?
It's been amazing. It's my 2nd year here. I absolutely love it here.
You know the history of Harlan County and that you guys have really had to reload over the last couple of seasons with some really almost legendary talents like Noah and like Huff, and kind of moving on from that. what was it like to play with Huff last year? 4th leading scorer in the state, top 3-point shooter. You guys have seemed to carry on the tradition of being very comfortable beyond the arc and kind of continuing what the team did last year with Maddox.
Yeah, I mean, once you play with a guy like that, that's just a leader like that, you kind of learn off of them, and you try to do that. Like me and Reggie is trying to take more of like a leadership role this year. So like playing with people like that, you see how like their qualities, and you kind of just got to take them and just try to use them.
I felt like tonight, and Earl actually talked about it as well during the broadcast, that you guys seemed fresh all night. And I think it was more that Coach Jones was using a little bit more of a rotation than Lincoln County was, but you guys seemed like you were a step quicker. You had 11 points there in that 3rd quarter, and that was a really deciding quarter in this game that I think that kind of put things away. But how much has physical conditioning been stressed to this Harlan County Blackbird team?
I mean, it's every single day. I mean, we're even staying after practice for a few minutes running and stuff like that. I mean, in order for us to be a good team, with us pressing the whole game and everything like that, everybody's got to be in shape. And us being, I feel like we're a very deep team this year. I feel like this is the first time the HC has played that many people off of the bench. And I feel like with that many people coming off the bench, we always got fresh legs. So, I mean, with that, that's just, I mean, it helps us out a whole lot.
Finally, as far as a successful season here, your junior year, have you set any goals for yourself as far as for the 52nd District, for the 13th Region? Where would you like to see this Harlan County team end up come March?
By the time March comes, I expect us to be at Rupp. I mean, I don't think there's anything holding us back from there. I mean, we might be a small team, but, I mean, you see in that game, we're going to be up in your full court the whole entire game. We don't rebound bad, and we're going to hit 1,000,000 threes most of the time. So,
do you really enjoy the up-tempo style of basketball?
I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
The pressing, the quick shots, getting up and down the floor.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
Well, you guys look like you have fun out there. Congratulations. You were the top point getter for both teams, 20 points, 6 rebounds, and you are our PRTC TV player of the game. Good luck this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You can lay your headset right there, my friend, and appreciate Trent Cole for joining us as our PRTC TV player of the game. Just a real quick rundown on the scoring for both teams. First of all, for Lincoln County, had 5 points for a guy with a great basketball name, Bryson McAdoo. We had 6 points on there for Ansh Patel, 4 points for Tucker Foster, 10 points for Lane Sargent, 7 for Cash Baird, and 14 for Sawyer Robbins, matching his jersey number to lead the Patriots for a total of 54. For Harlan County, we had a bucket for Tucker Curtis. We had 6 for Landon Brock, 8 for Reggie Cottrell, 9 points for Hayden Grace, 15 for Caden Jones, and our PRTC TV player of the game, Trent Cole, with 20 points and 6 rebounds, as Harlan County does a nice tune-up, and I think they are going to be a team to be reckoned with, not only in the 52nd, Earl, but also in the 13th.
Oh, I agree. They're going to be a team that's going to be right there in the thick of things as the season runs down. You know, we talked when we first come on the air earlier today about how you have the top-notch North.
Yes.
Everyone's picked at 1 now, but you look at number 2, and you can go down about 5 or 6 different teams that's going to be sitting in that number 2 seed. Harlan County's definitely one of those teams that's going to be a talk, and we're going to see another one right here in just a couple of moments. Clay County, Corbin another one, South Laurel another one, Knox Central another one. There's several teams, Bell County, that will be vying for that second early preseason number, but now when it comes March doesn't get dubbed a madness for no reason other than it's madness. And, you know, one night, anything can happen. You're not playing best of 5, 3, or best of 7. You're playing one ball game, and we've seen it year after year. Some teams get a little goo-goo-eyed when you head over to the arena at Corbin, the bigger floor, the openness of the one end of the arena over there, and closed offness of the other one. So anything's possible, and you don't ever want to say injuries because you don't want to see no kid injured no matter who they play for, but things like that happen over the course of the season. That can certainly change what happens in March, but Harlan County will be a team that will be there knocking up on the door. You can believe it.
Again, the final, Harlan County 60, Lincoln County 46 in the game number 3. Going to take a quick break. We're going to come back and talk to Richie Farmer and get ready for his old alma mater. The Clay County Tigers going to be taking on Mercer County. It's all straight ahead here on PRTC TV.
Who's ready for a holiday rematch?
'Tis the season when Food Network stars
Bobby, you think you have it all. But tonight, you're doomed.
try to take down Bobby Flay.
You guys are already against me anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Where's the holiday spirit?
All new Beat Bobby Flay Holiday Throwdown, Tuesday night at 8 on Food Network.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
It's happening right now at Kimber Home Furnishings, our Black Friday sale. Kimber has a store full of the best-selling brands at super sale prices. Plus, take your pick of 2 incredible Kimber offers, up to an extra $2,000 off everything you buy, or up to 5 full years interest-free. Look for tons of Kimber's Black Friday doorbusters, too. Kimber makes it home.
3 games in the books and 1 game left to come in this second annual Richie Farmer Showcase here on PRTC TV. We're at Clay County High School, streaming live worldwide on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel, alongside Country Owens, a brand new addition to our broadcast team. And we also have a person that several people know here in Clay County, Richie Farmer. And Richie, thanks for joining us here on the broadcast on PRTC TV. It's been a great day of basketball. We've had some really good matchups, and we've got another one yet to come.
Well, it has been fun, and thank you for having me, first of all. And I want to go on record as saying that you guys do a great job of broadcasting these games here in Eastern Kentucky, and we're certainly proud to be a small part of it. But we thank you for being here, and thank you for doing what you do.
You know, if you think back to what it would have been like to have this kind of coverage on a local and regional level when you were a player.
Oh, Lord. Well, that would have been awesome. You know, it's kind of hard to find good video of us back when we were playing. So, you know, with what you guys are able to do and doing the different angles and, you know, there's a lot more that goes into one of these broadcasts than people would realize.
No doubt.
You know, I know exactly how much, or I know that there's a lot involved, so I know that it's a lot tougher than it looks, and you all make it look seamless and easy, and that's good.
What if we had video when Dale Brown came, Clay County High School? I remember when we had the feature on WLEX when Alan Cutler came down.
Right.
Your senior year, and Dale Brown came down recruiting you. Then we had, of course, after that, the Kentucky contingent started to come, and some other, you know, C.M. Newton.
Yes.
I mean, my goodness,
Yes.
he was here several times.
Yep.
But could you imagine?
Was C.M. Newton here several times?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow. I did not know
Vandy recruited Richie hot and heavy.
Yeah.
And we students at Clay County High School was just praying that our number 32 was going to be a Wildcat. And, you know, it ended up happening that way as Rich went on to make us all proud at the University of Kentucky as well. But going back in time, it's amazing. And, you know, Richie, for me, I graduated with Russ, and he was a year older than us.
Right.
It seems like it's only yesterday.
Well, you know, that's the thing about time. It flies by, I can tell you, and it happens so fast. But, you know, you were talking, Dale Brown came and sat in my living room, and he said, listen, I'm recruiting what I feel like's the 2 best guards in the nation. One of them's Chris Jackson. I've already got him. He said, you're the other. Yep. He said, I've got a couple of pretty good big guys, one named Stanley Roberts out of South Carolina and one named Shaquille O'Neal out of Louisiana. So
I know him.
He said, I'm going to put those guys on the block, and I'm going to let you and Chris just shoot the ball. And my sons would say, you know, Dad, you might have got a chance to play a lot more if you'd have went there. And I said, but I wouldn't have been at UK. I said, you got to realize when I was a little kid, I used to dream of playing at the University of Kentucky, and that just meant more to me. And I said, no matter where I would have went, if it hadn't have been Kentucky, it just wouldn't have been good enough for me.
And the greatest comeback in the history of UK basketball, in my opinion, was a night against LSU when we come back.
Yeah, from 31 down.
31 down and won that ball game.
Yeah, that was a dandy.
Well, and I don't know about you, but we're underway, by the way. Wagers off, the glass falls through. But, you know, for me, I think the way that the Vandy floor is designed would have been enough reason not to even go at all. I mean, who thought that one up?
You know, it is a gymnasium that is constructed quite unusually, I would say. But you know, when you go over to the sides where the scores tables are, I mean, you know, the fans are actually down below you.
Yeah.
And then, you know, there's those levels in the end zone. So, but I always liked to shoot at Vandy. I always thought it was a good shooter's gym, but the way it's constructed is a little different.
Yeah, it looks like you could fall off the floor and be injured when you leave the hardwood, you know?
If you went flying off the sideline, you would definitely fall down a ways.
Jumper is up and good, and I believe that's number 1, Jackson Dowdy for Mercer County. Now, Richie, talk to us about what birthed this idea of a Richie Farmer-themed preseason showcase. I always said, you know, if we were going to do like the S's thing, we could have called it, you know, the Richie Farmer Saturday Scrimmage Showcase, you know, to get 3 S's in there. But what was the idea here behind starting all this?
Well, Coach Jones actually approached me and told me that, you know, that he would really like to do something to honor me, and just because of, you know, what we were able to accomplish here as a team and what I was able to accomplish individually as a player. He said, I think it's high time that we do something that kind of puts your name back out there and does something to honor you. So he said, we want to make this an annual event. And, you know, that's kind of our goal is, you know, to get this a little bit better and better each year. But we would like to get it to where some of the better teams in the state start to show up for this thing.
You know, my dream would be Louisville Ballard coming down. My dream would be Hopkinsville coming down. Some of our old foes, you were an 8th grader when we got beat by Hopkinsville in the state championship, and then when we defeated Ballard your junior year or senior year, it'd be nice to have some repeats of days gone by of those teams coming down.
Yeah, you know, last year in the first annual, actually Clay County and Ballard did play, you know, to kind of kick that one off. But, you know, it's you know, there's a lot of good memories when you go back and think about some of the players and some of the coaches and some of the great teams that you played against, and you know, some of the great players that you played with. And I was sitting down here with Larry Sizemore, and we've played the LIT my senior year over, and you know, we've played in a couple of state championship games, and so, you know, we went through a couple of regional championship games. So we've been playing as hard as we can from up here, you know, thinking back on a lot of those games from back then.
Talking with Richie Farmer and Country Earl here with PRTC TV. How much involvement have you been able to have with this showcase as far as maybe team selection or when it happens or any of that? How involved have you been in that process?
Well, to get it started, I was not very involved, but then Coach Jones was having some trouble making some contact with some different people or getting people to call him back. And I told him, I said, listen, I know people in basketball all around the state, and I mean, it's a small group of folks actually when you get to thinking about it. It's kind of like a fraternity being part of something. And, you know, we all played against each other and things like that. So there's guys that are coaching now that I played against, like Keith Atkins over here. Played against him when he was at Paintsville with John Pelfrey and those guys. So, you know, actually I think the principal there is he was one of the managers on our UK team.
Wow.
So, you know, it's kind of a small group of people when you get to thinking about it. But I was, you know, I started calling some of those guys and getting them involved, and once we reached out and started to make some progress along those lines, it started to fall into place.
It's like when I get around Keith Gabbard, our CEO at PRTC, he's forgotten more people than I'll ever know. And it's like the longer you're around and the longer you're in different situations and the Lord puts you in places where you get to know people and make connections. After a while, you look back and you start thinking to yourself, you look at the body of work and the body of experiences that you've had over time, and it's quite amazing what a network you build. And then you watch these generations come up behind you, and it's just it's amazing to think about the fact that these teams, you played against these coaches and you know so much about the programs. And so you played a part in picking out some of these teams, correct?
Yes.
And now, when I was researching these games, I thought it was interesting because, these schools haven't played each other a whole lot. And I don't know if that was really by design or just by chance or what, but, the Clay County and Mercer County, that's not a combination you see very often. In Harlan County and Lincoln County, you don't see those. Was that intentional, or was that just putting some good teams on the roster and rolling the dice?
Yeah, I think that we like to have people play against each other that that wouldn't normally get an opportunity in their district or in their regional competition. And nice move there, nice little dunk. But it's always good to also see what the competition's like in some of the other regions, so that when you do get to regional tournament play and maybe make it to the state tournament, then maybe you have seen some of these teams before.
Yeah.
So it's always good to kind of get out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Aiden Grubb, certainly would be in the conversation here as one of the stars here in the 13th region, the 49th district. And me and Earl were talking about the play of Reese Davidson and what a talented family that is. But,
wow.
Grubb is going, oh, look at that backdoor cut.
That was nice.
Couldn't finish it, though. But, in looking at Grubb, easily first team all region, in my opinion. What do you guys think?
Oh, absolutely. I think that's a definite. I think he'll be first team.
Yeah, I think I think his upside potential is, he's got a really high ceiling as to just how good he can be.
Yes.
And if he learns to handle the ball and do some things a little bit better, he can play ball at the next level.
Well, and you look at the way he plays, and it kind of gives you a little bit of like the Mountain Mamba that was here a few years ago, and Blake Smith, I believe is his name, wasn't it?
Yeah, Blake Smith. And Blake just walked by a few minutes ago. He's sitting up here behind us. So he does remind you a little bit of his body type. But I can tell you that Aiden he's got such a motor, and he plays so hard all the time. And that's one of his best assets.
Clay County out to the 5-point lead here, 15-10. And, Grubb, this team is kind of having to turn a corner a little bit in that with DeZarn and Roark and Jackson last year that extended the offense way out beyond the 3-point line. That's a lot of 3-point shots that graduated last year for this team. So you think to yourself, is it going to become a little bit more of a lower scoring team? And they look like they're wanting to get up and down the floor here in the early going.
I really don't know exactly what they're going to try to do and how they're going to try to play, but it does look like that they're trying to speed it up. But you made a good point that when you graduate that much 3-point shooting, you got to find some way to get some buckets. And, if you can try to get a few of those buckets before the other team gets down and gets set up on defense, sometimes that can be a very positive thing for you.
Not a very big team either, and me and Earl were talking about last year, the Clay County Tigers struggled from the free throw line, which can really cost you some tight basketball games. I know Coach Jones has certainly probably tried to stress that they need to improve from the charity stripe, but a smaller team, and so I really look for Grubb, and we can see this in the early going. He was comfortable out there making that three earlier in the quarter, and he may have really worked on his perimeter game, and Grubb may start to stretch the offense out.
I think he'll be able to step out there and make some shots, but he has to start inside and move out, and I think as long as he does that, he puts a lot of pressure on the other team and on the defense by attacking the rim, and you have to do that. But these guys, once they kind of get acclimated to each other and figure out their spacing, they may make some extra threes that we're not expecting.
Well, and certainly Rogers was a big pickup. He's already made a couple of threes here in this game.
Yes.
And Mercer County, though, just a tough team. And tell us what you know, Richie, about the Mercer County Titans. Did you play a part in getting them here, of course, with your relationship with Coach Atkins?
Well, that was what I played the part in. It was only because of my relationship with Coach Atkins and the principal. I didn't know exactly what kind of team they had or how good they were going to be, but it looks like that they certainly are a team that plays hard. That's for sure.
23-12, Clay County with the 11-point lead at the end of one. We're back after a quick break with more here on PRTC TV.
This broadcast is brought to you by PRTC, Advent Health of Manchester, Appalachian Wireless, Hunt Brothers Pizza, Jackson Energy, Kemper Home Furnishings, Pepsi of Corbin, and Sand Gap Sports Cards.
Hey, grab me one too.
Got a passion for sports cards? So do Brian and Joey at Sand Gap Sports Cards in Annville. With over 30 years of collecting experience, they know how to score you the best deals. Catch their weekly Facebook Live shows for great cards, awesome memorabilia, and tons of fun. Check out their page for store hours and get in the game at Sand Gap Sports Cards.
Richie Farmer Showcase, Bobby Keith Gymnasium, and Donna Gray Court Chaz. We are in the evening cap. Clay County leads Mercer County 23-12, joined by the legend, Richie Farmer, and also the legend, Eddie Smith.
There you go.
There you see, I know my voters, baby. No, Eddie, a big part of PRTC over the years, and Cats TV, of course, on PRTC. Eddie's home network here, and also an educator of Clay County, big shot by the Tigers. We've been talking to Richie, Eddie, about the success that came with them here at Clay County High School. Of course, you and I lived through those days and enjoyed them immensely, then on to UK. But we'll talk a little bit about the change of style of the game, how much it's changed since back in the day.
Yeah, I think there's no doubt. When Bobby Keith was coaching, which is what we all grew up on, it was very point guard oriented. Everybody had a job to do. Everybody did their job. And when they did it, then we were tough to beat. And there was no doubt about it. And then when you have Richie for 5 years, basically you weren't going to have to worry about ball handling. And it seemed like we didn't turn the ball over as much. And I can't remember fast breaking any. Richie can probably tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember fast breaking, and we still would lead the state in scoring.
Yeah, we Larry and I were talking about that earlier. We walked the ball up the floor, and we averaged 88 points a game my senior year.
It's incredible.
We hardly ever ran. We would take a run out if we had one. If we made a steal or something, we might run. But other than that, we set it up. And that's what people don't realize about Coach Keith and how good that he really was. He was so meticulous at every detail of the game. And, I can tell you that I never went into a basketball game not prepared to win. And, that I think that today is something that probably a lot of these kids can't say all the time.
Right.
But he was just so good at what he did, and he was so good at getting the very best out of every single player, no matter what their role was.
Don't it seem like kids nowadays are so impatient? Parents are so impatient. They'll jerk them out of here and take them to wherever they can to play. You know, a high school basketball game. It's like they don't want to wait their turn, which I always thought that's what made Coach Keith's team so good.
You know, he normally played mostly seniors, and every now and then would play some juniors. So when I came along and played as a freshman, it was that was like something that didn't happen very often under Bobby Keith. And I think they said the last time it had happened was Gary Gregory and Butch Grubb, I think, as freshmen was the last ones to start.
I was trying to think if during my era, you know, Glenn Bishop might have started there toward the end of the year when he was a freshman, but Gary and Butch, that was about it.
You know, Coach Keith was always quoted by opposing coaches. They said Bobby Keith never, ever had to rebuild. He just reloaded every year. He could lose 5, and his 5 would come back. And I guess the greatest compliment I ever heard was in the eulogy at Coach's funeral. And the late Billy Hicks said, he said, of all the questions of who was the top 5 coaches that he ever coached against, he said, I couldn't tell you 2, 3, 4, 5, but I could tell you number 1, Bobby Keith. He could take my 5 and beat his 5. He said that's how wise the man was in basketball.
He really was ahead of his time. And, you know, I was telling Larry, you know, I said, Coach would do things like this. He broke the game down into segments, and he would say, all right, if I can get 8 points on out of bounds plays, and if I can, you know, we knew that we was going to score just about the last points of every quarter. So he would think of it like, all right, if I can do that, I've got a 16-0 lead on you right there. And then he would figure out the other things that he would have to do, and he could almost tell you, he would say, if this team scores more than this amount of points, we can't win. You know, and I mean,
he was good at that.
Yep.
But he was just so meticulous that he never left any details left, you know, not to be discussed or to be dealt with. And that's a sign of a great one.
Yeah.
That's why you didn't see him lose very many games that he shouldn't lose.
No. And I know it's got to be a proud moment for you back home. You know, your jersey hanging here in the Hall of Fame, down at Rupp Arena as well as one of the unforgettables. But I guess one of the proudest moments, and you go back and you look at several generations. Your dad was a great Clay County Tiger. Then you and Russ play. Then Russ has had a son that's come through the program. You had 2 that come through the program. So that's got to mean something. And I was so glad that you know, Trey and Tate both had the opportunity to play at Dad's alma mater. Of course, you were an elected state official, and then we had Trey to come down first and then Tate behind him. So it was kind of great that they had a chance to play here at Clay County High School, too, to become a third-generation Tiger.
It was, you know, and, you know, you mentioned my dad. He was honorable mention All-State as a senior, and they went down, I think, and played against one of the good Louisville teams back in the day. But he was a really good player, and you know, Daddy was responsible for a lot of Russ and I's success because he was so good at teaching fundamentals, and he made sure that we not only did things, but that we did them properly and correctly. And you know, he was pretty tough on Russ and I, but you know, but it showed when it come time to play.
You got a nice set of hardware for the finger state championship rings in that, so that was awesome.
You know, the things that we did accomplish here during I mean, I was on the team for 5 years, but to play in the state tournament championship game 3 out of 4 years in high school, really
amazing.
You know, that's something that for a school this size in Eastern Kentucky, it's just something probably that'll never be duplicated.
I agree with that. I don't think we'll ever see that again in our lifetime. And the consecutive regional championships we won, the consecutive district championships. And, you know, people have different philosophies. Well, back then you had this or this team wasn't here, but I want to tell you something. In my eyes, when you are a winner, If it's the 1950s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, you are a winner.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter how much athletic ability has changed, how the game has changed. If you play the game the right way and you are disciplined, you are a winner. And you will be a winner on all generations and all levels of sports. I don't think there's anything that will ever change that.
Well, every coach has their style. You know, some teams fast break, some teams are more deliberate, some teams are, you know, hey, we're not going to shoot until we shoot a layup, you know, or we're talking about Alabama's team of layups and threes. That's it for them, you know.
Yeah.
And if they get their players to buy into that and they're actually good at that, they're going to win. Of course, they're going to. So Coach Keith had his own deal, and that's I don't think he deviated at all, you know.
Well, you know, earlier I've mentioned that Larry Sizemore and I were talking basketball earlier, and you know, I think that if you go back and look at the amount of turnovers that we had my junior and senior year, we averaged between 5 and 6 turnovers a game as a team. That's all. And so we got a good shot every time down the floor, and we shot usually 54, 55% as a team. And so that's how we were able to score so many points. You know, we were talking about my senior year, we played PRP in the state semifinals, 92-90 in regulation. I mean, Larry said that's one of the greatest high school basketball games I ever saw.
Absolutely.
And, you know, but
Me
it
too.
was, and it really, at the end of that one, we didn't have anything for Ballard that night. Our legs were gone. We were just worn out. But, you know, I told him, I said, I'm not sure if we'd have played them the next day if we'd have won or not, but we would have definitely, it would have been a different game.
It would have been a way different game. And I would say, no doubt in my mind, they would be 2 state championship banners hanging at Clay County High School, that's for sure, if we could have played them another game.
Yeah.
Another day.
You know, the bad thing, my freshman year, we really should have won that game.
I remember.
And you know, that's the one thing that I've always said about that year is that, you know, up until that point, Clay County, the most that they'd ever won was 1 game. And so, you know, when we made it to the finals and we should have won that game and we let it slip, then there was so many people that thought, man, we had our chance and we lost it, you know. And then the next year we were really, really good, and we drew Pulaski County the first game and lost the first game, and so it was kind of like, man, we might have missed our chance. And then, you know, to go back as a junior and senior and make it and obviously win one was so special, and it was so special not only for just this county and this little community, but I think for all the mountains. It was
absolutely.
You know, it was something that just meant so much.
It did mean. It meant a lot to the mountains of eastern Kentucky, no doubt about it. And you go anywhere. You go anywhere in the state of Kentucky, I mean, they'll ask you, you know, the first names that come up is Richie Farmer, Bobby Keith, and then they want to talk basketball, and they'll talk about the players we had back then. And even today, there's a little bit of a fear factor when a team walks into this gym to play a basketball game, and that comes from what was accomplished from back in the 70s into the 80s. You know, I don't think people really realized the talent that the 13th region had back then. And you look at Clay County's run and how dominant it was. You know, you go back to Sanford at Kaywood. You had McGeorge twins over there at Bell County. Knox Central always had talent.
Yeah.
Corbin had talent.
Yeah, you had Lawrence Buell at Middlesboro. Lawrence Buell. Middlesboro had some of the best talent when I was in high school, and going back, they had some great athletes. And you know, you had Cumberland High School that
I was
had
getting ready to say
Maggard,
that.
Lewis Morris,
Lewis Morris
and Freddie.
Paul Gaffney that was with the, you know, he was with the Globetrotters.
I'm not sure they weren't the best team in the state of Kentucky.
No, they
couldn't win their region.
They were definitely the most talented team that year. But it was, it was something special. And you know, I'll say this, you know, since we're actually bragging on ourselves a little bit, you know, that team, at the end of my senior year, we ended up ranked number 4 in the nation.
Yep.
You know, and for a team from Manchester, Kentucky, Clay County High School to be ranked 4th in the country, that says a great deal about, you know, the kind of players and, you know, what we were about then.
No doubt.
We go back and we look at the history, and there's so many, you know, Coach Keith was a great philosophical storyteller. Coach could sell an air conditioner to an Eskimo. I mean, he really could. That'd be days in my radio career, he'd come in to do a commercial for his business, and he'd look at me, and I'd be a little down and just burned out, and he'd give me his coach speak and his pep talk, and, man, I was ready to just run through the wall. I mean, it was like, oh, my God, what button did you just push? I mean, he had that ability, but he always told stories, and especially he was so proud when we would go to the Beach Ball Classic.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the breakfast table. Sitting there, and Don McLean, when he played for Simi Valley, I think, they were talking about how they was going to dominate Clay County, and all Clay County had was a little chubby guard there, point guard, that could score if you left him open. And then they talked about how we wasn't athletic and we couldn't stop him. And then Kevin Jackson talks about how he begged Coach Keith to let him guard Don McLean.
Yeah.
Let me guard him, Coach. I can stop him. And, you know, Coach went for it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that little chubby point guard and those little chubby kids ended up defeating, at that particular time, a team that was one of the best teams. And what an awesome dunk by Aiden Grubb.
Woo! Wow.
Just an awesome dunk.
That's 2 of them tonight.
That's 2 really good ones.
But
awesome. I think we beat them 95-91, and down there, Don McLean. I stepped in to jump center against him, and he said that's about what I expected out of Kentucky, a 6-foot white guy jumping center.
Yeah.
So you know,
talk to us after the game, Don.
Yes. He went. You know, he became the all-time leading scorer at UCLA.
Yeah.
So he was a pretty good player in his own right.
Absolutely, he was.
Clay County has looked a lot better and more polished than I thought they would first scrimmage out.
You know, this press and defense, I wouldn't have expected it to be. Yeah.
They've come out and really looked razor sharp here.
I mean,
well, Grubb looks like he's one of the top 1 or 2 players in the region.
He does.
And I always thought by the time he graduated high school, he'd be the best in the 13th.
You know, we talk about the addition of Jacob Rogers. Jacob, of course, played at OBI. He played his elementary years at Oneida Elementary. Won a county championship down there. But his arrival does so much for Aiden Grubb. I mean, you can no longer double team Aiden and just don't worry about nobody else, because Rogers will burn you. And the rest of this Tiger team is doing the same thing. They've kind of joined in suit. Hey, look, if you're not going to bring interface man-to-man, that's all you're going to be able to do. You can't double team none of us.
Right. And I think a lot of our regional success this year will be, you know, Bundy has got to really play big. We need another big, and he's the kind of guy, he doesn't really care whether we pass him the ball. He can get his points on offensive rebounds, and we just need him. We need him to improve and stay in the games. He's a big body, and we need him in there.
You're right. And if you go down and you ask Coach Jones, he'll tell you that what you just said, Eddie. He will tell you that, hey, listen, Bundy is a guy that is really going to be one of the guys that be the difference maker for our team.
He's going to make a huge impact. So I was glad to see him out there working out and stuff. He's still got a way to go, but now he has the talent to actually grow a lot during the season.
No doubt about it. There's another young man that's going to be a good one. Ryder Smith, only an 8th grader. And then Wagers there getting the rebound. And you look at Aiden Wagers, of course, affectionately known as Baby Bear. And you saw what he's done on the baseball diamond and the football field. And this kid has battled injury after injury. And he still shows up for you.
Yeah. I asked him today, I said, are you going to play? He said, yes, sir. So, I mean, You know, I shouldn't have expected anything
Yeah.
else, but
That's like senior night on a football field.
He should not have been out there, and he just said, I'm playing.
He said, I'm playing. And I asked him the same question. I said, look, you got six weeks. They say you're going to have to be out. And I said, this is week 4, senior night. And he said, no, I'm playing tonight.
Yeah.
He said, I am playing tonight.
He's kind of a throwback kid, that's for sure.
He is. He definitely is a throwback kid. Well, the first half, gentlemen, has been dominated by Clay County. Another missed shot by Mercer, and a rebound there off to Ryder Smith. And Smith will walk the ball into the front court for his Tigers. And we're down to the waning seconds of the first half.
Yeah, Rogers has shot 3 good, and Grubb's just doing Grubb things, which is he'll have a triple-double or something. He's averaged one since he's been in high school, a double-double.
Yeah.
In the freshman year. But hopefully it'll be 25 and 25 this year. We're going to need him to get up there.
Bundy looking good, too.
Yeah.
Bundy looks good.
You know, we talk about how coming into the ball season, North Laurel's the maybe number 1 in the region right now, and you get to number 2, and we've talked about this. You throw in Clay County, you throw in Harlan County, Corbin, Knox Central, Bell County. Several teams on any given night can rise above and have a shot.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I think it'll be a very competitive region this year.
Yeah.
I do too.
You know, now certainly North Laurel is really good, but it'll be interesting.
Well, fellas, thanks so much for dropping by. We got to pay some bills now. Eddie Smith, thanks to you. Keep up the fabulous work with Cats TV. And Richie, as always, it is an honor. Oh, Eddie's going to stick around for a while. Okay. So I'm going to put Brian back on my headset, and he and Ed are going to do some little work here. And Richie, thank you so much, not only for the memories of my childhood, and I'm proud to call you a friend and a native son of Clay County, but thank you so much. And we hope you enjoy the second half of this Richie Farmer Showcase.
I certainly will, and thank you so much, Earl. I appreciate it.
We'll take a break and back with more in just a bit.
Got a passion for sports cards? So do Brian and Joey at Sand Gap Sports Cards in Annville. With over 30 years of collecting experience, they know how to score you the best deals. Catch their weekly Facebook Live shows for great cards, awesome memorabilia, and tons of fun. Check out their page for store hours and get in the game at Sand Gap Sports Cards.
There's so many great things about life in gig country, and PRTC is proud to be one more. A local internet provider with all the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power multiple Wi-Fi devices all over your home, we've got the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, give us a call, or visit us online to learn more. PRTC, your local internet connection.
It's time to tech the halls at Appalachian Wireless, and you want to give the best gift this season. So let's save big this Christmas with up to $1,500 off select devices. Or how about choosing an iPhone 15 or 16 for just a penny? You know what? Our accessories are 50% off as well. Great for stocking stuffers. So don't wait. Let's make this Christmas one where you save money, stay connected, and have a chance to win some cash. So visit us today at one of our many retail locations or find out more at AppalachianWireless.com, and let's tech the halls, because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless.
At the half, as Clay County, a commendable lead on the Titans of Mercer County, 48-21, and Hunter Carroll. It has been an amazing first half of play from the Clay County Tigers, and I tell you, had a chance to watch some of these teams play some summer ball, and these Tigers really have looked good here this first half.
Oh, 100%, Earl. You know, they've been, if you're Coach Jones, it's going to be hard to ask for much more of a better half right there. You know, you come out, you score 48 points, you've got 3 guys in double figures. I mean, you know, it's kind of a 3-headed monster like we was kind of talking about there in the break, but, you know, it's going to be hard to find somebody in the region with 3 better overall players than Clay County's got.
You all want to do the half?
We are.
And you're right. They've got 3 kids that are working extremely hard.
And, you know, the thing, too, I think that works so good with it, Earl, is they're almost 3 completely different players as well. You know, they're not, you know, Grubb and Wagers both could be considered forwards or bigs, but, you know, I would obviously consider Grubb much more of a stretch forward, probably more of a small forward. You got Jacob Rogers coming over from OBI, kind of running the show as your point, playing off the ball as a 2 as well. Was really impressed with him so far in that first half, just, his ability to make, the 3 and, just kind of, he made them pay multiple times. I think, Mercer County's coach was, really on his players' case just for, how well they left Rogers open the first time. And, the first time, okay, fool's gold. But, the second and third, it's not really a coincidence at that point. You maybe ought to get a hand on him. But like you said, it just, you could not ask probably for a better half right now if you're Clay County.
Brody Hooker is going to be the starting point guard for this Tiger team. Brody is out nursing the injury.
Yeah.
An ankle injury, but he's going to be fine to begin the regular season. But you're right. I mean, what Rogers brings is truly amazing. And one thing that I said from the get-go, if you get that child involved, you can no longer double team Grubb, and that frees up Grubb. So you kind of pick your poison.
Oh, yeah. And then, too, even going back to, that gives, with Grubb on the wing, I feel like it gives Waiters, that whole paint to be able to kind of go in there and wreak havoc, stuff like that. And I thought, too, he didn't score a whole lot, but I thought Bundy gave a lot of, positive minutes as well, kind of bringing back some memories of, is his brother?
Yes.
Yeah, big brother there, but, just an overall dominant half of, Clay County basketball.
It was indeed, and Clay County's had a fabulous run here in the first half. We'll see if they can keep up and the momentum going for the second half here.
Yeah, and then too, Earl, we'll kind of jump into the numbers there too. If you start with Clay County's individuals, you had Jay Nicholson with 2 points, Isaiah Bundy with 7, Jacob Rogers and Aiden Wagers both had 12, and then Clay County was led by Aiden Grubb with 15. Switch over to the Mercer County side, C.J. Cox had 2. Caden Brogley had 3. Tyler Davis had 3. Gage Phillips had 5. And then they were led by Jackson Daugherty with 8. If you go to the team stats, Clay County shot 13 of 17 from 2 for 76%, compared to Mercer County's 3 of 5 for 60%. Mercer was 3 of 8 from 3 for 38%. Compared to Clay County's 5 of 9 for 56%. Clay County was 7 of 9 from the free throw line compared to Mercer County's 6 of 7. Mercer County only had 5 team rebounds compared to Clay County's 11. Clay County only had 2 turnovers compared to Mercer's 7. I thought Clay County, too, in that first half, Earl, did a really good job at speeding Mercer County's guards up.
And, I would have thought totally the opposite coming into this ball game. I thought Clay County would have been the one team that wanted to play like in control of themselves and not speed up, and Mercer County would want to get out and run, but it's been totally opposite of that. Mercer County did not want to get out and run.
No, it seems like, Mercer County wanted it much more slow, did not really want that fast-paced transition. But, you got to tip your hat to Coach Jones and his staff for being able to kind of speed up Mercer County. That full court press, obviously, a lot of people know in the corner, no man's land. Mercer County kind of did a poor job at avoiding those, and Clay County really made them pay.
And you're right, they did. And they had some shots that did fall, which was a good thing to see the team as a whole shooting that good coming out. And, Clay County kind of reminds me of what Harlan County done the first half of their ball game. They came out and basically had 6 or 7 kids shooting lights out, and that's what's happened to the Tigers here tonight. They have come out and shot lights out in the early going.
100%. And, I too have been really impressed, like I said, with kind of Bundy and Rogers there, but, Grubb with 2 real highlight dunks there in that first half as well, something anybody would like to see.
Oh, absolutely. If you're a audience member, you're going to respect that no matter what team you're cheering for.
Yep.
You respect that.
Yep.
Tell you what, we will take a break and we'll come back, and I think Coach Eddie Smith is going to be joined with Mr. Brian Murray as we're in the Richie Farmer Showcase.
Hunt Brothers Pizza has been proudly serving communities across America for over 30 years. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 10,000 locations inside a convenience store near you. Choose from Hunt Brothers Pizza's original crust or thin crust, then customize your pizza with any of our 10 toppings to choose from at no extra charge. With that many options, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza. Call ahead and order yours today.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here.
I will always 811. Before I dig, not after I'm done. I used to wreak havoc on pipes and lines, but now I know it's not that kind. I was a bad neighbor, the damages were big, but now I know it's important to 811 before I dig.
And welcome back to Clay County High School here on PRTC TV. We start the third quarter of this one. Clay County running away with it with some high-powered offense here in this first half over Mercer County 48-21, and led by Aiden Grubbs 15. Also had Wagers and Rogers in double figures with 12 apiece, and joined by Ed Smith from the Southeast Kentucky Network. Earl stepped away for a moment. He'll be back in just a few, and we've had a great day of basketball, but Ed, that first half, Clay County looking like they were firing on all cylinders.
Here comes a slam. Sometimes you know when they get a breakaway like that, you know that's going home.
Oh yeah, there's not going to be any layup there.
No. I thought Clay County looked pretty good. Rogers has come in and shot the ball really well. Grubb has been working on his outside shot and actually made some perimeter, because he always had that mid-range game and ability to drive it and do what he did right then, take it strong to the goal. And we were without one starter tonight. Brody Hooker had a high ankle sprain. He's in a boot. I see him at the end of the bench, so it may be a few more weeks where we get him back, but we should have some pretty good depth, it looks like.
Well, Brody, I'm assuming, will be either a starter or first man off the bench probably for this squad.
I'm assuming he'll be a starter. He should have been our best returning ball handler.
Right. 5 seniors on last year's squad. 3 of their top 5 scorers graduating. Stolen out there by Aiden Grubb. Over to Rogers. Here's a 3 in the air. It's going to be short. Good defense by his counterpart, number 3, Carson Haven.
Yeah, that's probably a little ill-advised. He had a man around his face on that one.
He did indeed. 3 of their top 5 scorers graduated from last year's squad. Jared Roark, Ethan Jackson, Landon Nazarn. And somebody did not pick up Haven, but that ended up not mattering as Grubb comes in there with the swat. Here's a 3-pointer that's too strong. On the other end, we're going to have a foul from behind on Grubb. Top 2 scorers return, though, from the Clay County team from last year. Both of them averaged about 12 points a game last year. Aiden Grubb, a junior this year, and Aiden Wagers in his senior season.
Yeah, last year's team, we basically had 5 guys that right at double figures.
Yes.
I think I can't remember, it was like 9.5 or something.
It was very close.
Yeah, so that's the way last year's team was kind of organized. And it may wind up being that way this year, except I actually figure Grubb to, he should be a 20-point-a-game scorer for us.
Certainly first team all-region preseason for Aiden Grubb. He's definitely one of the top 5 players coming into the year, even as an underclassman. Clay County on the attack, leading by 29. Well, between Roark, Jackson, and Nazarn, that was 149 three-pointers that graduated last year. Nazarn shot 50% from beyond the arc.
Boy, was he not good when he got on.
Oh, yes. Well, one of the other guys that hit a lot of threes was Grayson Hooker.
Yeah, Grayson was kind of like Nazarn. If they miss 2 or 3 in a row, you may go, Lord, they'll not be shooting that. But then all of a sudden, they make 5 in a row.
Yep. Flash it out top. Penetration and the kick to Grubb. Jumper is good. He's tough. Grubb with 19 to lead all scorers. Clay County last won the district tournament 2024, also district champs in 2020. Ball knocked out of bounds. Player goes flying. I believe he's okay. That's Baby Bear. Tigers had an impressive streak of 14 straight district titles from 2004 to 2017, but since 2018, that shifted over North Laurel's way. They've won 6 of the last 8 in the 49th district.
Yeah, we went through some coaching changes and had some difficulty, and then seemed like we had some players that we counted on transferred, and you kind of get in that cycle, and it just didn't seem to work out. And North just, man, they just caught fire. They had 2 of the better players that's probably played in the 13th play, during that time.
Yes.
One we still get to watch.
Yeah, another one that's going to be hard to handle this year.
Yeah.
At the regional level, Clay went to the championship game 4 years in a row from 2013 to 2016. 3 on the way, no good by Jacob Rogers. And they won the region in those first 2 years, 2013, 2014. Jumper from the wing is good over there by number 13 for Mercer County. That's Tyler Davis. He's got 5. Most recently, Clay County made it to the semifinal round of the region in 2020, 2021, and 2024. Wagers, soft touch up and in. Aiden Wagers with 14. Mercer County's Titans, 46th district. Our second look at a team from the 12th region today. The other one was Lincoln County in the earlier game against Harlan County. Wagers lost the handle, goes back and gets it. Here's a 3. That one's no good. Mercer County plays in the 46th district with West Jessamine, East Jessamine, Bergen, and Trinity Christian.
Yeah, they lost a lot of their scoring from last year's team because they were a regional runner-up and lost to Danville Christian in overtime last year.
Shootout.
Yeah. 39-36.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a defensive game, it sounded like.
But Coach Atkins has got, he's got so much experience, and he'll have a good team. This team will be okay.
Step away for a quick break. 2:45 left in the third. Tigers in the driver's seat here on PRTC TV.
It's happening right now at Kimber Home Furnishings, our Black Friday sale. Kimber has a store full of the best-selling brands at super sale prices. Plus, take your pick of 2 incredible Kimber offers, up to an extra $2,000 off everything you buy, or up to 5 full years interest-free. Look for tons of Kimber's Black Friday doorbusters, too. Kimber makes it home.
So, what do we watch?
I got this. The leg lamp Clark gets lit and Violet changes shape. Elf on 24 hours straight.
Oh, so we sing now.
For Christmas! All I watch for Christmas on TBS.
Clay County Tigers defending the home court well here in this preseason tune-up. The 2025 Richie Farmer Basketball Showcase, second annual for the Richie Farmer event. This is our 4th and final game of the day. Already had David School versus Barberville in the opening game, then Middlesboro and Buckhorn in the second game. Then third game was Lincoln County and Harlan County. Here's a 3 on the way by number 22, Grubb, off the mark, and Mercer County with the rebound. Shot is blocked. Nicholson with the swat on that one. Just talking about Mercer County from the 12th region, 46th district. They were 23-11 last year, second overall in the 12th region, behind Danville Christian, which was 29-4. The Titans are coached by third-year head coach Keith Atkins. Richie Farmer was talking about playing against Keith Atkins.
Yes, he was daggone high school All-Stater at Paintsville. Played at the same time that that Pelfrey played.
Yes.
Very good ball player. And he's got some college coaching experience, so I think this might be his third year at Mercer.
It is.
So he's, his teams will play good. They lost so much last year, so it's going to take them a while to get going.
Who was our shooter there, number 13?
That's Maxton Gray.
Okay.
That is Donnie Gray's grandson.
I had him as number 0 on the other end. Nice shot there by Mercer County's number 4, Caden Brogley. He's got 5. Mercer, as you mentioned before the break, had 5 seniors graduate from last year's team. Lefty.
That's Nicholson.
That's number 15, Nicholson, okay. I had him down as number 24. Jay Nicholson with his second bucket. He's got 4. These preseason jerseys might not match up with the overall jerseys. We're learning that tonight.
24 in these jerseys is Bundy.
Okay. Steele off the glass and no good, and going to get a late whistle down there, and I believe we're going to put Maxton Gray to the free throw line possibly. Mercer had 5 seniors graduate from last year's team, included their top 2-point getters Trevor Ellis and Hagan Preston, who combined for 28 points per game. Ellis was also Mercer County's top rebounder last year at 10 per game, so he averaged a double-double. Senior Caleb Murray returns. He was the 3rd leading scorer last year with 9 per contest. But I have not seen him on the floor tonight. Is Caleb Murray playing for him?
Not sure.
He's on the roster anyway.
Yes.
So, did they have a good football team?
They had a decent football team. I think they went out the first round of the playoffs, didn't he, Eddie?
Yeah,
Mercer?
they've been out.
Yeah, so unless he had some sort of injury, don't know for sure.
The Mercer Titans, 2-time defending 46 district champions, winning it in 24 and 25. Also won it 4 years in a row, 2015 to 2018. Nicholson makes the free throw. He's got 5.
Yeah, Clay County has played Mercer County in the past. We've played them in a different little holiday tournament or something a couple times. Seems to me like they might have beat us the last 2 times we played them.
I think you're right.
I know one time they got us by about 5.
Well, I tell you what, it was you've got a good memory. Steal attempt, and we're going to have a foul. 3rd meeting of these 2 schools. They played each other in the Jaguar Tip-Off Classic at East Jessamine on December the 2nd of 2023. Mercer won by 13, 65 to 52. The first meeting was at the Cumberland Falls tournament on December 27th of 2018, with Clay prevailing by 2, 63-61. There's a gentleman on that team in 2018 that scored 28 points for Clay County. Who was he?
Connor Robinson.
Yep.
We were there doing the game. That's how I know. Now the 8th grade coach of the Clay County Middle School.
Yes. Now, was that Sizemore on the bucket? Number 1?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like him. He's a freshman.
And Ed was mentioning last year Mercer County went to the 12th region championship game, losing to Danville Christian in a nail-biter defensive struggle, 39 to 36. Danville Christian 29-4 last year in the 12th.
Was that the first year that they were even in existence?
They have been around.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, Eddie. I remember the Lady Tigers played them about 5 years ago or 6 years ago down in Maria and the Lady Pirate tournament down there.
6 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bundy gets 1 of 2. Let's see if Mercer County can get a shot off. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Number 3-4-3 is short. So at the end of 3, it is all Tigers by 37 over Mercer County, 62-25. Final 8 minutes straight ahead. Stay here to PRTC TV.
Hey, grab me one too.
If you like sports cards and memorabilia, you'll love Sandgap Sports Cards in Annville. Can't make it to the store? No problem. Brian and Joey bring the region's best deals straight to you with their weekly Facebook Live shows. With over 30 years of collecting experience, every sale is packed with fun, excitement, and fan-favorite finds. Follow Sandgap Sports Cards on Facebook and get in the game.
Clay County High School, the place. Richie Farmer showcased the event. Glad to have you here on PRTC TV. We've enjoyed bringing you these 4 games today as kind of a preview of all of our coverage coming up this year. Planning on covering 45 or 50 high school basketball games for the month of December, January, and February. Streaming live worldwide on our PRTC TV Facebook page and our PRTC TV YouTube channel. Happy early Thanksgiving to everybody. Hard to believe it's 5 days away.
It's amazing.
Do you think as you get older that time speeds up, or we slow down, or a little bit of both?
No, I think it speeds up.
Okay.
I think every year.
No doubt.
Yeah, every year you celebrate a trip around the sun is about 2 years in actual time, it seems.
Yes. Pass down low, good catch, good pass, 23 and 24, hooking up. The assist to Wagers, the basket by Bundy. Bundy's in double figures now with 10. Clay County outscored them 14-4 in that third quarter and find themselves up by 39. I did not expect this. I felt like Clay County probably had the advantage coming in, but not this much of an advantage. What a hustle play by Wagers. Nice hang in the air by number 3, Jacob Rogers. Give him 14. Do you all believe, as far as Clay County in the 49th and the 13th, is the lack of size going to catch up to them at all? 13th region, not a big school, a big region right now as far as size. Can they make up for it in other ways?
Well, possibly. But your gut grub is about 6'3". We got Bundy that's about the same size.
Yeah.
And then you got you got Baby Bear, who's probably only 6'1", but he plays like he's about 6'5".
True.
If he was 6'5", oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't want to go in the paint against him.
no. So he's always been able to hold his own. But you got to start looking at who are matchups. Looked like we would match up just fine against Harlan County.
Yes.
But who in the world's going to guard Davidson? At North.
Yeah.
But I think one of the things, if you're Clay County too, last year they would isolate defensively Baby Bear a lot. And if Bundy's in there doing what he's doing right now, and you put both those kids in there at the same time as they are now, you can't isolate Baby Bear as much. Same goes with the isolation we talked about earlier on Aiden Grubb. With Rogers out there firing, and you don't even have Brody Hooker on the team tonight. Brody's nursing an ankle injury, but he'll be ready for the regular season. So when you look at that aspect of it, if you double team, you're going to have to pick your poison. I mean, you're not going to be able to just shut down Baby Bear inside or Grubb this year. You got other kids can score.
More weapons.
Yep.
Top of the key 3 is good by number 52.
Logan Desarn, I think.
Yes, that is Desarn.
That is the younger Desarn.
Well,
just a sophomore.
We know the older Desarn is very comfortable I think the older DeZarn was comfortable as soon as he crossed the half-court line.
He was. But, you know, if you go back and look at statistics, free throw line shooting and everything else, I mean, he was a leading percentage-wise shooter at Clay, and he had.
Yep. 30-second timeout. We're back in 30. We'll keep it right here. But now, we were talking about Mercer County and what they've done over there in the 12th region. Championship game last year, lost to Danville Christian 39-36, but they also made it there 3 years in a row from 2016 to 2018. Winning the region crown in 2016. They finished 33-2 in 2016. Lost to eventual state champs Paul Lawrence Dunbar by 3 points in the opening round of the Sweet 16, 58-55. Just a bad draw to go into the region and play the state champs in the opening round, but 32-3. You know, this Mercer County team has enjoyed some good levels of success in a very difficult 12th region.
Oh, absolutely. That goes back to coaching, too. That goes back to Keith Atkins over there, a guy whom was a winner at Paintsville and also played I was trying to think. Did he initially get recruited by Notre Dame, Eddie?
Yeah, he played his freshman year. He played at Notre Dame.
That's what I thought.
Then went to North Carolina, Wilmington, I believe.
Yep.
It was something like that. But yeah, he's.
Did I hear you say he had some? Did you say when you said college experience? Did you mean playing or coaching?
Oh,
playing.
Coaching.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he coached at Campbellsville.
Yeah, he head coach at Campbellsville, but he actually a player.
Oh yes,
when he left Paintsville.
Yeah.
So when you have that type of lineage, you know you're going to be successful.
Yeah.
Number 4 with the floater won't go, working hard down there underneath, even with his team down by 40-some points, is number 15, Gage Phillips. He'll have a chance for a three-point play. He's got 7. Jackson Dowdy leads them with 8. That's good. He ties for the team lead. That is the first points for Mercer County here in this fourth quarter. Clay County has already rattled off 11. Jumper no good. Good hustle, but number 20 not going to be able to save it in. That's Alex Gray, I believe. Number 20, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
We have Alex and Maxton.
Nice shot off the window by Caden Brogley. 7 for Caden.
Running clock the rest of the way.
Foul down low as Gray drives the basket. Clay County opens up their season on Tuesday, December the 2nd. They'll travel on the road to Pineville and then come back here at home on Thursday, December the 4th to take on Harlan Independent, the Green Dragons.
The Green Dragons. Boy, Pineville, seems like we've been opening up with them the last 3 or 4 years. And, man, I'll tell you, it has not been easy.
No. I think they're going to be. This is going to be one of those redemption games. You talk about revenge. I think there's some Tigers down there that knows what Pineville did to them in the 13th region tournament last year. They sent Clay County home early.
Yeah, it's unusual to finish your season and open your next season with the same team.
Yeah, boy, they played well though.
Yeah, they did. You have to give them credit. Pineville came in, had the game plan, and done an incredible job.
Then on Thursday the 4th here at home, the home opener against Harlan Independent. Then on Friday, December the 5th, go over to the PRTC Classic and take on Knox Central. Of course, everyone knows Mitchell Madden struggling with his health, and I'm hearing he's doing better. But they had a kid transfer that went to the 12th region. Three-pointer there by Alex Gray is good. What was that boy's name? He's a freshman, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Can't think of his name.
Let's see.
He was freshman last year. Might have been the leading scorer.
Yeah, I believe he was. He go to Southern?
Madison Southern or
yeah.
Madison Central?
Yeah, one of them.
I think it was Central.
Yeah.
He transferred to Madison Central.
Step back three is a little short by DeZarn. Stolen back by Clay County. Three from the corner is no good, but Clay County just running down the rebounds and knocking down the trifectas. 45.
Ryder Smith.
Ryder Smith wearing 45, getting in the scoring column.
Just an 8th grader.
It's a 50-point lead. I don't think anybody could have quite predicted this much of a blowout. But we mentioned their leading scorer back from last year, Caleb Murray, for whatever reason, not with the team tonight. Mercer County will open up their season at home against North Hardin on Monday the 1st, and then go and host Lexington Catholic on the December the 4th. So that's going to do it. Your final score, Clay County in a big way. And their preseason tune-up by 50 over Mercer County, 80-30. We'll come back and wrap things up with some point totals and also have a chance to talk to our PRTC TV player of the game. Guys, don't know if you're going to hang around with through the break. Ed, pleasure, sir.
Oh, you guys do such a great job. Thanks for inviting me. Loved it.
We'll do it again.
Appreciate it.
Let's make it a habit.
Yes, sir.
And Earl, hang around with me a minute, and we'll wrap this thing up. Again, the final 80-30, Clay County over Mercer County here on PRTC TV.
Video gaming is a great way for families to have fun together. And PRTC's reliable internet and Wi-Fi is a game changer. Super fast download and upload speeds up to 1 gig. And GigaSpire whole home Wi-Fi power today's most exciting games on consoles, handhelds, even VR headsets with no lag or buffering. Contact PRTC and level up to game-changing internet and whole home Wi-Fi today.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready to give the gift of connection this Christmas? The kind that keeps you close no matter the distance? Well, at Appalachian Wireless, it's time to tech the halls, and we're slaying some amazing deals. Do you want a phone, tablet, and a smartwatch? Well, who doesn't? The good news is we've got a promotion just for that. So what are you waiting for? These incredible deals are only as good as supplies last. So visit us in one of our many retail or authorized dealer locations, or visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Hunt Brothers Pizza has been proudly serving communities across America for over 30 years. Download the Hunt Brothers Pizza app to find one of our 10,000 locations inside a convenience store near you. Choose from Hunt Brothers Pizza's original crust or thin crust, then customize your pizza with any of our 10 toppings to choose from at no extra charge. With that many options, there's sure to be a topping combination for everyone to enjoy a Hunt Brothers Pizza. Call ahead and order yours today.
80-50 is the final, and we're joined with the player of the game. Brian and I are by Aiden Grubb, the sensational junior of Clay County High School. And Aiden, a nice body of work by you and the Tigers here tonight. We kind of talked about it. You come out, you thought that everybody on the team was ready to play for this first scrimmage.
100%. Everybody was ready.
Looked good out there tonight. You had a chance to score some deep buckets, something you've been working on, and I know throughout the summer you've participated on some national teams, and you hit that circuit, had the opportunity to learn different things. But one thing I've noticed that you have worked harder, well, actually two things, is being able to go to both directions now with the ball in your hand and shoot the basketball. We had Eddie Smith and Richie Farmer on with us earlier, and they were talking about the potential and the ceiling that you have. But the thing we've told them and the thing they said is that Aiden is a worker. He will constantly work, and that's something I know about you by watching you play for several years. So, again, congratulations tonight on not only your night, that has been an incredible night, but the Tigers win too. And I got to be honest, I did not expect an 80-30 win here this evening.
We come out ready to play. We was ready to play today. Everybody was excited and amped up.
Aiden, the energy was high. You had 21 points, had 4 players in double figures. You guys came in And it felt more like we were in the season than we were in a preseason, in that you guys really put the foot on the gas and tried to set the tempo early. One of the two big concerns about this team from last year was going to be, how do we replace 150 three-pointers we graduated?
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't a real big part of your game last year. And also the free throw shooting was a bugaboo last year, almost like a mental block for this team.
Yeah.
It wasn't that you couldn't make them in practice. They just weren't converting in games.
Yeah.
How much of a focus has it been for you through travel ball? I'm seeing not only you're more comfortable, you only had the 1-3 tonight, but you looked awfully comfortable out there. Baby Bear was popping a three. You got the addition of Jacob Rogers. You got the younger Desarn brother that can make them. How did you all address what would have been turned maybe some slight weaknesses of the team in being comfortable with the three-point shot and also getting better at free throw shooting?
Everybody stayed in the gym a lot over the summer, constantly. There was always somebody in here. No matter if it was 5 o'clock in the morning or if it was 10 o'clock at night. And everybody just worked hard all summer, and we filled those spots in that we knew we needed to from last year, and everybody just contributes in their own way.
Has it been a focus as far as with Coach Jones on those two areas specifically to say we know the three ball's got to be a part of our game to get those numbers up and get those points up, but have you focused on that part of your game individually and trying to get more comfortable from 20 feet and getting those reps in?
Yeah, I've been working on my three-point shot a lot, and then we got guys like getting Jacob Rogers was big for us. He can shoot the ball very well. And everybody else is working on three-point, getting better at it. We don't really, focus on it a whole lot, but if you're open, shoot it, knock it down.
Now, as far as, and we were talking about it earlier in the broadcast, the 13th region has not got a lot of really tall players in there.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk about Davidson over at North Laurel, and there may be a few other players that are 6'5", 6'6", 6'7", but this team has always played taller than you guys are, and really focusing on being able to leap and trying to take some of your smaller players and be strong rebounders. Is that something that you guys also want to focus on? Because you know as well as I do, if you don't shoot lights out during a game, if the other team controls the glass on the offensive and defensive side, it's going to be a long night.
Well, we work on being physical and being quick on it. We know our defense has got to be top tier. We're not that big. We got good size on us. We got 2 big guys down low, and then we got a little bit of tall players. But we knew our defense really had to pick it up this year, and that's a lot what we've been working on in practice, is getting better at it, getting faster, getting more in shape every day.
Now, graduated quite a few points off last year's team, but it looks like you've got players like Brody Hooker. I know he's fighting an injury right now, but I saw a lot of activity out there. Isaiah Bundy with 12 points, Jacob Rogers with 14. You had 21, Aiden Wagers with 14. It looks like a lot of these guys have recognized they are next man up, and that they're going to try to be a supporting cast and really step up to the plate, so to speak. Have you been pleased with the way you've seen your teammates rise up after all those seniors graduated last year that made such a big difference in the points for this Clay County team?
I think we've been very good. I think everybody knows. I think everybody's starting to realize that you have a role on a team, and they're playing up to that role, and they're doing what they know they got to do. And once you do that, the whole team just comes together. So we got 2 big guys down low who knows, put them both in together, nobody's going to be able to guard them. Nobody in the 13th region can. So they know that they're big and physical, go get the board, stay down low, all this and that. And then we got Jacob who can shoot it, and Brody, once he gets back, he can shoot it. He makes plays. He's our point guard. So we've kind of adjusted really good to that.
Earl, you had talked about earlier in the broadcast about how we've got 2 powerhouses in the 13th region, and, with North and Clay certainly in the conversation. It's going to be a tough district for this school, for both schools this year.
I tell you, we're going to have a fun district in the 49th district this year. You got Clay and North. You got Jackson. Jackson County's going to have some good talent there. I think Oneida flying under the radar a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be an easy out by no stretch of the imagination. Redbird has got some players, and if they can just get a little momentum coming in, they'll have an opportunity to beat a team or two. But you're right, going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a battle, but metal sharpens metal.
Absolutely.
And when you play home and away, Jackson, North, Clays, and OBIs, and Redbirds, that makes every team better. I mean, it really does. And, if you, hypothetically, and there's a lot of hypotheticallys, Jackson or Clay or Oneida could see North 4 times this year.
Sure.
I mean, you got your home and away, then the district tournament, and then you have the regional tournament, which is a good thing about the region is if, you're going to be in opposite sides coming for the 49th district, you'll be in the upper bracket or lower bracket. So, iron sharpens iron.
Now, Aiden, when you look across the next county over and you know what a great player that Reese Davidson is and that, he showed up so well last year. He's going in his senior year. You're a year behind him in your junior year. Mm-hmm. You got to take your hats off to an athlete like him. Of course, first cousin there to Reed Shepard. But I know that you're the type of player that is ready for that challenge. And while you got a lot of respect for Davidson and North Laurel, at the same time, you recognize that the road to Rupp has got to go through them and the best of the 13th region.
Mm-hmm.
So what is it? How do you feel like Clay County stacks up this year in the 49th?
I think we're going to be a very good team, I mean, we got a good matchup with them and just go play ball, really. There's not much else to it. Just go play ball, and the better team will win the game.
Is this your all's first or second scrimmage?
This is our first. We play again next, I think it's Friday, day after Thanksgiving.
You know who you have?
Southwestern, maybe.
Okay, Pulaski Southwestern?
I think so. I'm not too sure. I think it is, though.
Well, season gets underway this year, and it's an interesting one in that the last team you played in the season last year is the first team you play this year. Mm-hmm. How much does that Pineville game mean to you on the road?
We got to get back on them. Fell a little short to them last year, but we'll get them back this year.
And try to not play too emotional.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Congratulations to you, Aiden. 21 points tonight. A great win over a good Mercer County team. You guys caught on an off night, but you guys were all cylinders firing, and good luck in the season.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, Aiden. He's our PRTC TV player of the game, Earl, and he really brought it from the very get-go. 9 points there in that first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, and just cruised to 21 points. He is definitely in the conversation for, if you were talking about the preseason first-team all-region.
Absolutely, and I think he'll be one of the first teamers here in the 13th region, and just an incredible young man. You know, we got a lot of kids that we're going to be covering this year that their stories are remarkable, their talents are remarkable from a lot of these teams, and it's going to be a fun ride. And again, the district foes going after each other. To me, there's nothing more exciting. December, if Clay and Jackson play in the month of December, it's like March Madness. The crowds, and same way with, OBI, the Laurels, and that's what makes this so special in Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, it does. Well, it's been a great day of high school basketball here at the second annual Richie Farmer Showcase. Again, Clay County, the big winner, 80-30 over Mercer County, and it's been fun bringing it to you. Our first broadcast of the PRTC TV basketball season, and again, we hope to post our schedule for you online for our Facebook audience here real soon. But our first broadcast will be Monday, December the 1st. That will be at Owsley County. Lynn Camp coming to visit. We've got 40 to 50 games we're going to cover for you in the months of December, January, and February. So a big thanks to all of our sponsors you see on screen there. And get ready for a great high school basketball season. Glad to have you along, Earl, for your first season with PRTC TV. It's going to be a fun time.
Oh, it's definitely going to be a fun time. Looking tremendously forward to everything that we accomplished together as a team here for PRTC and bring a product that is vastly becoming the go-to. And not only our district and region, but the mountains and statewide as well. And I'm happy to be a member.
We're happy to have you. And a big thanks to our broadcast team. That's going to do it for us. For TJ Isaacs, Justin Lakes on camera, Hunter Carroll in game commentary, and halftime Hunter at the half. Also to our producer, Mark Solfridge. For Earl Owens, I'm Brian Murray. So long, good night, and God bless you. From Clay County High School, we are PRTC TV.